for by the Wardlaw Campaign.
I'm Peggy Doss, Chancellor of the University of Arkansas at Monticello and proud UAM graduate from the class of 1973. Southeast Arkansas is a special place, and especially because of our strong sense of community. That's one of the many reasons UAM graduates choose to live and work in Southeast Arkansas. Our alumni, like me, are proud of our university for providing talent and recruiting talent to our region. Join me in sharing that pride. Tell someone today why you're proud to be united by UAM. Visit uamont.edu for more information.
The station that rocks South Arkansas, KHBM 93.7 Monticello, the classic rock station.
And a very pleasant good evening. Welcome to Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium as we get set for tonight's ball game between the UAM Weevils and the number one ranked in the team in the country, the Harding Bisons, defending national champions, coming in here to Convoy Leslie. And boy, what would be better than the Weevils getting a win here tonight? Joining me on the broadcast is Coach Sam Johnston. Sam, your thoughts on the ball game here this evening?
I was looking at the rosters trying to figure out how many of those good running backs that Harding still had. They got the main one, but the Weevils have started off being able to move the ball. We haven't had any trouble, making yards. And even after we got behind last week, we decided, well, we're tired of this, and we got after them in the third and fourth quarter and pulled out a win. So, two undefeated teams. Let's kick it off and see what's going on.
There we go. As the Weevils put up almost 500 yards of total offense last Saturday against Southeast Oklahoma, trailed 28-10 at one point in the third quarter, and then came back to win that ball game. As the Weevils moved on, you look at the history between these two teams. The Weevils and Harding played in 1960 was the first meeting between these two teams. The result of that contest was a 19-6 Weevil victory. But since then, they have taken over. It's a 24-34 series with Harding winning 34, UAM 24. The last 12 matchups between the two resulting wins for the Bisons. So you got to look at it. It's been a long time since we beat Harding University all the way back to 2009.
Exactly. The upper hand they've got now, it didn't start very, very long ago, so we just need to start us a streak here tonight, and let's build it back and go in the other way.
If you look at the last meeting between these two teams was last year in Searcy. It was a 59-19 decision on the road there at Searcy. The Weevils tabbed 217 yards of total offense, recording 3 touchdowns in the contest. 𝗗𝗓𝗏 Brown led the air attack, connecting 18 of 32 pass attempts for 183 yards. He hit Arlie Lee for a touchdown in the second quarter, and Brown also led the team on the ground rushing for a net of 15 total yards rushing net on the night, with the longest of 24, but you got to take in his sacks that he had on the night. But again, we've always said in the last 3 or 4 years, since 𝗗𝗏 has been the quarterback, as 𝗗𝗏 goes, the Weevils go.
We can keep him in the ball game. We got a chance. Last year at Harding, Harding hit us for a couple long passes too. And then we had a turnover or so, and we kind of got stunned there, and we just weren't quite able to, come back. But I'm with you. Let's try to keep 𝗗𝗏's uniform as clean as possible, and we got a shot.
As both teams come in again, Harding coming off that national championship winning season last year. And they've opened up 2-0 on the year this year. They're averaging a little over 50 points per ball game coming into tonight's ball game. And as you said, they'll rock you to sleep with this offense they run. They run that triple option. And, and you sit there and run, and all of a sudden, boom, they hit you with a pass play.
The triple option has always been a hard offense to defend because there's 3 running backs back there. You just about have to tackle all 3 of them, whether they got the ball or not, on every play. And that just gets old after a while, trying to tackle them all.
As Coach Jackson talked about, the most disciplined your defense squad has to be all night. Everybody's got an assignment. You've got to do that assignment. As he said, if you get selfish, you're going to get burned.
Exactly. It's that same, if that linebacker is assigned to that dive back, he just keeps hitting him. And, after a while, that just gets old, and he's going to say, well, I'm just going to let this guy go. When you let him go, you're looking at the bottom of his cleats. You're trying to chase him down.
It's a beautiful evening here in Southeast Arkansas as we get set for football at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. The Weevils make their way out onto the field. The captains are making their way to center field. We'll take a break and come back and tell you who won the toss right after this timeout.
So are we. You want to make your goals a reality, right? So do we. You care about the community, right? Well, so do we. Citizens Bank in Monticello wants to be your hometown choice for checking, savings, loans, and any banking needs. We care about you and the community. At Citizens Bank, it's people first. Citizens Bank, Highway 425 North in Monticello. Call 367-1935. Citizens Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Maxwell Hardwood Flooring in Monticello is a proud sponsor of this athletic event. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring understands the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following your favorite team and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring and wishing them the best.
This is Todd Smith at Commercial Bank. Nationwide, time deposit rates have fallen with the market in anticipation of Fed rate cuts. But if you have a CD or IRA at another institution, you owe it to yourself to get a quote from Commercial Bank. Call Pam or Ryan in Monticello at 367-6221 or Julie or Jonathan in Warren at 226-2601 and see if we can help your money work harder. Commercial Bank, the community builder. We have roots where others have branches. Member FDIC.
Are you needing a new automobile? We need to go see our new friends at Monticello Chevrolet GMC, Highway 425 North in Monticello, formerly Lucky's of Monticello. They're under new ownership and new management, and they're ready to deal. They got new arrivals arriving every day, new and used cars and trucks. You'll find what you're looking for. If they don't have it, they can get it. That's Monticello Chevrolet GMC, Highway 425 North in Monticello, under new ownership and new management, and they're ready to deal. Go see them today.
Well, UAM won the opening toss, have elected to receive. We'll see what the offense can do out on the field. And again, you don't want to really play from behind against this Harding team. You like to score on your first drive.
Exactly, and if you lost the toss and you gave them the ball, they're going to just run it. They're running the clock out on you from the get-go, so it would be really nice to maybe pop a big one here. That's what they play the game for. Let's see how it rolls.
All right, going back deep for the Weevils, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗓 will be back. Also back there, Royale Williams is back deep for the Weevils. UAM here in this first quarter will be moving from right to left on your radio dial, from south to north here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. Again, it's a beautiful evening, a little warm. Game time temperatures about 90 degrees, but we're set to go for football here at UAM as the Harding Bisons get set to kick it away, and their kicker is Magnus 𝗵𝗑𝗥. And we are set. This ball game is underway. The kickoff, a high end-over-end kick, going to be fielded by Williams at the 2. Royale back up over the 10, the 15, runs into a crowd there at about the 20, and he'll be brought down at the 21-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Weevils from their own 21 here to start this football game. And Sam, as we talked about, as 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏 goes, the Weevils go. So this first series, we'll see how 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏 comes out.
Exactly. I'm anxious to see what Coach Qualls has got up his sleeve for 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏 and the Weevils.
Tyler Reed will start at the running back spot. He's in on the left side of 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏. 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏 on the first play, hands off to Tyler, right side, big hole out over the 25. He'll be out close to the 28-yard line and brought down there. It's going to be a gain of 7 on the play. and bring up a second down and about 3. We'll see where they mark the football. They mark it at the 26-yard line.
Nice blocking on the corner by the offensive line there.
So a gain of 6 on the play. It'll be second down and 4 for the Weevils. Play action. Throw it to the tight end. Complete. Out over the 30. He's got the first down at the 31-yard line. Making the catch there for the Weevils is going to be Joshua Dixon.
Nice little play action pass there. Making some yards on first down. Kind of set that up. Nice gain on the play.
Move the chains. It'll be a first down for the Weevils out at their own 31-yard line. Just underway. First quarter. No score. 14:02 left to play in the opening quarter. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠😅 out of the shotgun. Gets the snap, handoff. Tyler again has his feet cut out from under him. He'll fall forward for about a yard, maybe 2. They'll call it a yard gain. It'll be out to the 32-yard line.
And he just got tripped up. Looked like he might be fixing to bust that outside. He just barely got his ankle grabbed there.
Second down and 9 now for the Weevils. Isaiah Cross checks in as a wideout for the Weevils. He'll join Jordan Mansfield, split wide to the right, ball on the left hash mark. Twin receivers on either side. 4-man front defensively for Harding. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠😅 wanting to throw. Again, quickly throws into the flat, complete to Royale Williams out near the 34-yard line. It's going to be a short gain on the play. And the Weevils are going to look at third down and long. Maybe get all the way to the 41 for a first down. So third down and 7. Ball spotted at their own 34-yard line. Weevils going to a huddle. We don't see that much out of college teams anymore.
Exactly. They just look to the sideline and try to get that signal from Coach Qualls.
All right, on third and long, 3rd and 7. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠 hands off to Reed. Reed hit. As he crosses the line of scrimmage, he'll get out to the 35, a gain of a yard, and it'll be well short of the first down. Weevils will look at 4th down and 6 from their own 35. Here with 12:34 left to play in the opening quarter, and the punting unit will come on. So the Bison defense, after giving up a first down, shuts down the offense for UAM, and they'll force a punt.
Came close on one of those running plays to making a big game, but let's see if we can get this punt off with.
𝗗𝗏𝗡𝗏 back to do the punting. Gets a good snap, a high, wobbly kick. Going to be a nice one. It's going to hit and go out of bounds. Let's see. It's going to go out at the 20. See where they mark it out at. It's a 35-yard line. So that'll be a 28-yard punt, no return, and the Bisons will have it 1st and 10 at their own 35 here with 12:01 remaining in the first period. A media timeout down on the field. You know, you look and see, hey, you're playing the #1 team in the country. Come out, you get the football to start the game. Maybe a few butterflies, even though it's the 3rd game of the year, but came out and had a little success. Just got to grow on it.
Yes, and the punt really looked good while it was in the air, but the side judge over here, he just kept coming up, and I said, wait a minute. It didn't turn out near as good as I thought it was going to be, but I think they served themselves well on that first series. It didn't. We showed them we could make some yards, so now it's the defense's turn. If we can, get a good stop going here, we'll be okay.
The defense is ranked 4th in the Great American Conference, UAM defense in rushing yardage. So we'll see how they can fare against the #1 team in the country here against this offense for Harding. Their quarterback is Cole 𝗗𝗟𝗏𝗡. 𝗗𝗟𝗏𝗡, 6 foot, 200-pound junior. As we wait for play to resume, Weevils will line up in a 5-man front defensively. Go with a 5-3 defense. 𝗗𝗟𝗏𝗡 underneath center. Gonna hand it to the fullback straight ahead. He's up close to the 39-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4.
That's Dela Cruz.
Yeah, he's the running back, the senior. They got some experience on this offensive team.
Dela Cruz was their main guy last year.
A gain of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 6 now for Harding. Ball spotted just shy of the 40-yard line. They line up in that tight bunch set. Again, Weevils with a 5-man front defensively. Again, 𝗗𝗓𝗏 gets the call straight ahead. He's got the first down and more as he crosses the 45 out near the 49-yard line before he's finally brought down the market at the 48-yard line. But nothing but just straight dive play straight up the middle.
And he's probably going to keep getting it till we show him we can stop that play.
1st and 10, Harding at their own 47, not make it the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bisons. Again, in that backfield, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗧𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, the quarterback. Then you got the slot back on one side, Braden Jay. The other slot back is Jalen Spicer. And then the big guy up front, 𝗗𝗓𝗏. There's 𝗗𝗓𝗏 again with a carry straight ahead. Across midfield down to the Weevil 48-yard line. A gain of 4 on 1st down. That's what this Harding team does.
You'll say their playbook's not very thick. They got about 3 or 4 running plays and a couple of passers. You got to stop that. You got to stop that dive first before we can do anything else.
Actually, they mark him down close to the 47, so a gain of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5 now for Harding. 10-12 to play in the opening quarter. 0-0 our score. Quarterback underneath center, 𝗗𝗓𝗏 with the carry again straight ahead. He'll have the 1st down. 𝗗𝗓𝗏 has been the man on this drive, and he carries it down inside the 40 down to the 39-yard line of UAM.
There's no reason for them to change anything. That's a simple play, and it's a safe play. It hits so quick.
1st and 10, Bisons at the Weevil 39-yard line. Again, 𝗗𝗓𝗏 stays in at the fullback. Your 2 slot backs are back in. The quarterback, 𝗗𝗏𝗦, underneath center again. Handoff 𝗗𝗓𝗏 straight ahead. This time he only gets a couple of yards on 1st down, so that's going to be the best defensive play we've had tonight.
Exactly. We did. We made him have to set his foot and make a turn. The other plays, he's just been going straight ahead. He had to do a little juke there that time.
So it's 2nd down and 8, a gain of 2 on that last play, but it's been all fullback Blake 𝗗𝗓𝗏 on the carries for Harding. Now you have to be really disciplined because they've been handing it off. All of a sudden, one of those slot backs are going to get the football.
Or they may pull it out, and that a receiver might try to get behind us.
There's a quick pitch to the slot back on the right side. He's across the 30, inside the 25, the 20, cuts to the 10, the 5, touchdown, Harding.
You called it.
Braden Jay.
You called it.
Weevils were expecting the dive up the middle of the 𝗗𝗓𝗏. They pitch it to the slot back on the right side, going to the left, and he goes over from 34 yards out.
It's kind of boring to watch from the stands, but Harding loves it. Just keep running it. Keep handing it to him.
All right, the extra point coming. Their kicker comes on. That's Justin Sobasa. Looks like as the holder's there and everybody's set. Snaps down, kicks on its way, and it's through the uprights, and it's good. 7-0. Harding takes the lead here with 8:36 to play in the opening quarter here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. We'll take a break and be back with more UAM football in a moment.
Today's game is brought to you by Union Bank, your hometown community bank. Union Bank and Weevil Football, a winning combination. Thank you for your continued support of UAM Athletics.
Information. In 1887, Union Bank and Trust opened its doors for the first time. This is Brandon Hogg with Union Bank. Since that time, Union Bank has grown.
Are you looking for a great school with affordable tuition? UAM Monticello is the best choice in Arkansas. We offer over 700 privately funded scholarships each semester, and 96% of first-year students receive financial aid. So there's no reason not to apply. With one of the lowest tuition rates in the state, we make your degree affordable. Come tour our beautiful campus or sit down with one of our admissions counselors who would love to answer any questions you might have.
Cruz, and then all of a sudden they pitch it back to Braden Jay, the slot back, and he takes it to the house.
He has a different gear than 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠 has got. He got to the corner, and then it was just a flat-out race, and he won.
Royale Williams on one side, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠 on the other for the Weevils for the return. As their kicker, Magnus 𝗗𝗟𝗦𝗡𝗥, gets set to kick it off again. 8:36 left to go, opening quarter. Weevils picked up a first down on their opening series and then stalled after picking up that first down. This one's going to go into the end zone for the automatic touchback. There is a flag way up near the 37-yard line. So we'll see what the flag is all about. See if the official's microphone's working tonight. They're spotted.
Number 45, return team, 10-yard penalty, first down.
It is against UAM. They would have spotted it at the 25, but they'll mark it off from there back to the 15-yard line, so a 10-yard penalty. And that's where the Weevils will start their second possession of the afternoon. First and 10 from their own 15-yard line. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗡𝗥 keeps it himself. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗡𝗥 trying to get to the corner, not much there. He'll get a yard, and that's all.
Looked like he might have had a little hole back to his left, and he chose to bounce outside and kind of closed up on him.
A gain of 1, second down and 9 for the Weevils. You look at it, this Harding team defensively up front, I mean, they're pretty solid.
Yes, got some big guys on the front wall there.
Second down, 9. Weevils take the huddle. They'll break it with 18 on the play clock. Reed, still your running back. Weevils with twin receivers to either side. Brown wanting to throw, looking, going deep over the middle, going to underthrow as a receiver and be intercepted out at the 40-yard line. 𝗗𝗦𝗡𝗥 was backing up, threw off his back foot, and underthrew his intended receiver.
Because it looked like the receiver had the defender beat. He just didn't stop and plant his foot. He just didn't have enough on it. And
like Keith Hargraves comes up with the interception for the Bisons. They'll have it first and 10 at the Weevil 39-yard line, leading 7-0 with 7:48 left to play here in this opening quarter. UAM defense back out on the field. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗡𝗥, your fullback. Braden Jay's one. Oh, we got a different slot back. That's going to be Stone Sheffield on the right side. On the left side, number 21, Chauncey Martin. But they leave 𝗗𝗜𝗏𝗏 in at the fullback spot. 𝗗𝗏𝗏, the quarterback, keeps it. Option, left side, pitch to the right slot back going to the left. He's inside the 35, down to the 34-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5 on the play. Is on the carry there is Stone Sheffield. Actually, they mark him down at the 33-yard line, so a gain of 6 on the play. It'll be second down and 4 now for Harding at the UAM 34. They'll change the play at the line of scrimmage. 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗥 looks in it. They look over the defense. Weevil staying in they got a 4-man front defensively now. 𝗗𝗜𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗥 gets the carry right up the middle, inside the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown, Harding. Wow, that was a quick hitter right up the middle as Blake 𝗗𝗜𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗥, he had a big hole to run through and nobody touched him.
And he's a lot faster than he looks. Once he breaks that line of scrimmage, well, our safeties we're playing 2 deep safeties. If he busts the line of scrimmage, there's nobody back there, nothing but grass.
On to attempt the extra point for Harding is Magnus 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗥. He's 1 for 1 so far tonight. 7-0, make it 13-0. The snap's down, kicks on its way, and it's good. 14-0 in favor of Harding here with 6:56 to go in the opening quarter. Harding leads it 14-0. We're back on UAM campus after this.
Last decade, protecting our way of life, the right to bear arms, protecting the
Are you looking for a great school with affordable tuition? UAM Monticello is the best choice in Arkansas. We offer over 700 privately funded scholarships each semester, and 96% of first-year students receive financial aid. So there's no reason not to apply. With one of the lowest tuition rates in the state, we make your degree affordable. Come tour our beautiful campus or sit down with one of our admissions counselors who would love to answer any questions you might have.
Across from the Drew County Courthouse. At Cersei & Associates, we are dedicated to making life a little easier for our clients. Our staff of certified public accountants are always ready to serve you. So call 367-3580 or 367-3457 to schedule an appointment or drop by our office at 201 South Main in Monticello. Cersei & Associates, a proud sponsor of UAM Sports.
14-0 in favor of Harding. The kickoff comes. It goes into the end zone for the automatic touchback. Weevils will get it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. But again, you go back and look, this offense by Harding, they run it to perfection. The defense came up with a turnover, and that's what makes this team so good.
Exactly. When they get a turnover or stop you on downs, they make it hurt.
So the Weevils with their third possession here in the first quarter. 6:56 left to play in the first period. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠😅 Brown will have it 1st and 10 at the 25. Going to hand it off. Tyler Reed tries a sweep to the right side, following the student body, and it's going to be good for a yard, and that's all. Well, you have both guards pulling, trying to get out in front of him to make some blocks, but that Harding defense was forming.
They really are. Their linebackers move well, too.
2nd down and 9, a gain of 1 on that play. Isaiah Cross comes wide to the left along with Anthony Dansby. One receiver wide right. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠😅 wanting to throw over the middle. Ball tipped at the line of scrimmage. Trying to get it to the tight end, Dixon. And I think one of the linebackers actually got a hand on it.
I think so. He needed to put a little air under that one. I think the tight end was open.
So it'll bring up a 3rd down and long now for the Boll Weevils from their own 26-yard line. Need to get out to the 35 for the 1st down. Bad snap. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍 has you just fall on it. It was at his ankles, and it went by him. He just had to fall on it back inside the 20. There's a flag, however, on the far side of the field. And a false start against the offense call. So we'll back them up 5. It was prior to the snap. So UAM's going to get another down. But we're looking at 3rd and 14.
Long yardage.
3rd and 14, yeah, instead of 3rd and 9. But we get another chance. Brown, empty backfield, forced out of the pocket, rolling to his left, looking down the field, throws. It's going to be caught. Isaiah Cross out at the 40-yard line. 1st down, Boll Weevil.
Great move by 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗓 to start the play. And then his receivers just kept their eyes on him, and they continued the route, and he gunned that one. That's his best pass of the night so far.
1st down to Isaiah Cross, wanting to throw again. Throws. This one picked off. It's going to be a pick 6. Return to the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Harding. Oh, my. Ty Duger, the defensive back, he just stepped right in front of that out route and picked it off, and there was nothing between him and the goal line but green grass.
Exactly. After a really good play by the Weevils, then we throw it right to him. I mean, I don't think he even looked to see where the defender was.
20-0. Harding has jumped out on top with 5:39 left to play in the opening quarter. Their kicker trying to come on, make it 3 for 3 on the evening from the extra point side. Snaps down, it's bobbled, a flag comes in. They're going to blow it dead before the kick. So we'll see what the flag is all about. But again, 2 turnovers kill you. Weevils came from behind last week after 3 turnovers in the first half, but I don't know about against the number 1 team in the
Don't
country.
say I hope we don't have to do that, but it looks like we are.
All right, the penalty was against the Weevils for encroachment or offsides. They'll attempt the extra point again. Snaps down, kicks on its way, and it is good. 21-0 in favor of Harding here with 5:39 to play in the opening quarter. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with more UAM football right after this timeout.
Today's game is brought to you by Union Bank, your hometown community bank. Union Bank and Weevil Foottball, a winning combination. Thank you for your continued support of UAM Athletics.
More information.
Are you ready to take care of business? So are we. You want to make your goals a reality, right? So do we. You care about the community, right? Well, so do we. Citizens Bank in Monticello wants to be your hometown choice for checking, savings, loans, and any banking needs. We care about you and the community. At Citizens Bank, it's people first. Citizens Bank, Highway 425 North in Monticello. Call 367-1935. Citizens Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
21-0 in favor of the Bisons as they'll kick it off here with 5:39 left to play in the opening quarter. This one carries into the end zone. No chance at a return. Weevils will get it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. But again, you know, you work against this methodical offense, and then the defense puts points on the boards. It's hard to beat them.
It's hard to beat them, exactly. We got to figure out some kind of way. Now that they're ahead 21, we got to figure out a way to make some yards on the ground.
𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠 Brown out of the shotgun. Going to hand it off. Tyler Reed. Reed straight ahead out over the 25. He'll get it out close to the 29-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4 on the play for Tyler. Bring up a 2nd down and 6 now for the Weevils.
But that's a positive play.
Got to build a little confidence for that offensive line.
3 of those, and it's a 1st down.
Twin receivers go to either side. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍 out of the shotgun. Now flag comes in at the end before they snap the football. Play clock was still at 20. False start against the offense. It's going to be the call. So a false start will back them up 5. Negate that big 4-yard play on 1st down. It's 2nd down and 11. Behind the sticks. Trip receivers go wide right this time. Brown, 1 to throw. Forced out of the pocket, in trouble, hit at the 20. He'll fall forward out to the 24-yard line. Going to get it back to the line of scrimmage. So no loss, no gain, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 11 now for the Weevils.
And we're continually backed up. The one time we had a good play was right before the interception. We're playing on our deep end of the field. We got to get out of there some kind of way.
3rd down and 11 for the Weevils. Ladarius Fair comes wide left. Trips go wide right. Brown, 1 to throw. Steps up. Now forced out of the pocket. Running to his left. Throws. It's going to be incomplete. Intended for Royale Williams out about the 40-yard line. It'll go incomplete and bring up a 4th down and 11. Weevil's going to have to punt it away. And here we go with Harding. Going to get a short field to work with again.
Exactly. We had a good play on 1st down. Penalties and turnovers are not good against Harding. You can't just keep giving them the ball back.
21-0. Harding with the lead. 4:07 to play here in the 1st quarter. Good snap. Punts away. A low wobbly kick is going to hit at the 46. Take a UAM bounce inside the 40 to the 35, all the way down to the 30-yard line. How about that? A 20. That's a 42-yard punt. No return. And that's going to be the worst starting field position for Harding.
I was just going to say, at least we put them back on their end of the field. Maybe we can get a defensive stand going here. We just need a turnover, some positive plays on defense instead of watching De La Cruz just keep running.
1st and 10, Bisons from their own 35-yard line. 2 wing backs, 1 fullback. The quarterback goes underneath center, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. Now they check into the sideline. They'll change the play as UAM showing a 4-man front defensively, trying to run a 4-3. They will split receivers on either side. UAM playing a straight-up man-to-man on them. Wanting to throw, looking, has a man wide open out at the 45, midfield, the 40, down the right sideline, cuts back at the 20 to the 15, the 10, still on his feet at the 5, touchdown, Harding.
70 yards.
That is Braden Jay. He's a right slot back.
He's the one that busted the sweep play earlier in this quarter.
Scored the first touchdown for the Bisons.
We talked about it before the game. They just keep handing it off and keep handing it off. And then in a minute, he pulls it out of there, and you got receivers running free.
A 70-yard touchdown pass. Bisons go up 27-0. 3:34 left to play in the opening quarter. Trying to make it 28-0. Snaps down. The kick's on its way, and it is good. 28-0. Harding leads it here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. We'll be back with more UAM football right after this.
Are you looking for a great school with affordable tuition? UAM Monticello is the best choice in Arkansas. We offer over 700 privately funded scholarships each semester, and 96% of first-year students receive financial aid. So there's no reason not to apply. With one of the lowest tuition rates in the state, we make your degree affordable. Come tour our beautiful campus or sit down with one of our admissions counselors who would love to answer any questions you might have.
Time deposit rates have fallen with the market in anticipation of Fed rate cuts. But if you have a CD or IRA at another institution, you owe it to yourself to get a quote from Commercial Bank. Call Pam or Ryan in Monticello at 367-6221 or Julie or Jonathan in Warren at 226-2601 and see if we can help your money work harder. Commercial Bank, the community builder. We have roots where others have branches. Member FDIC.
28-0. Harding has the lead over the Weevils. 3:34 left to play in the opening quarter. Once again, back to kick it off. Magnus Lepak has been putting them in the end zone. This one he'll squib toward the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds, so the Weevils will get it at the 35 instead of the 25.
And that will be I think that'll be our best starting field position for a drive.
A 70-yard pass play out of a team that normally runs the football, don't throw it like 3 or 4 times a game is all they ever throw it. But when they do, it's very effective.
I was going to say, the ones that they do throw, they got folks running wild. We just need some positive plays.
Something to happen good.
Exactly. Whatever, a couple of first downs if nothing else.
Demalion Brown, your quarterback. Dixon's the H-back. Reed, the tailback. Reed gets the handoff, crosses the line of scrimmage. He'll get it out close to the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3 on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 7 now for the Weevils from their own 38-yard line. And one of the big offensive linemen for the Weevils is going to need some attention as he's out there on the turf. We'll try to check the number. They call the injury timeout down on the field. I will remind you that coming up this Saturday is going to be UAM Fan Day at Robert Automotive Superstore, Highway 425 South from 11 to 1. You're invited to come out and meet a lot of the athletes here at UAM. Fans are invited to come out. I think they're going to have free hot dogs and all kind of food to eat, but there'll be coaching staffs there. And a lot of the student athletes will be broadcasting live from 11 to 1, so I hope you'll join us this Saturday for UAM Fan Day. First time we've had it since COVID hit.
Oh, okay.
And we'll be broadcasting live.
The injured player for the Weevils was number 65, Darius Franklin, but he left the field on his own power, so he might have just needed a little break for a second.
Gain of 3 on the last play. 2nd down and 7. Again, Reed gets the handoff. He's going to be hit in the backfield and drop for a 3-yard, make it a 2-yard loss back at the 36-yard line. Reed, by the time he took the handoff, he had nowhere to go.
The front line for the Bison is, they're all good size, and it looks like they've got a rotation of 7 or 8 of them. They just are trying to let them all play, and they're all really good sized.
3rd down and 9 for the Weevils. Another 3rd and long. 28-0. Harding leading. We're down to 2:33 left to go in the first quarter. Harding showing 7 men up in the box. Reed goes in motion out, and now a flag comes in. Going to be a procedure call against the Weevils. So once again, we're going to be behind the sticks, behind the chains.
When it rains, it pours. Looks like right now. We haven't strung together 2 positive plays in a row. We do one pretty good, and then we can't get that second positive play going.
It'll be 3rd down and 14 for the Weevils from their own 31-yard line. Need to get out to the 45 for the first down. So 3rd and 14. Trip receivers go wide right. One comes wide left. That's fair. Out split wide to the left. Brown out of the shotgun. Harding will rush 4. Brown forced out of the pocket, scrambling, rolling to his right. Now fires down the field. It's going to be complete. It's going to be Mansfield with the catch. He's going to be well short of the first down. He does get some positive yardage out to the 37-yard line, but Weevil's going to look at 4th down and about 8.
And after he threw it, 𝗗𝗏𝗧 took a pretty good pop on the sideline, too.
So it'll be 4th down and 8. Weevils will have to punt it away again, trailing 28-0 with 1:45 left to play here in the first quarter. Steenbach comes on to punt. Hit a 42-yarder a moment ago. We'll see what he can do here. Now flag comes in. They're going to be offsides against the Weevils. So we'll back up 5 and punt it again. Or punt it away.
Wow, that looked like close there. I was pretty sure that the Bison had jumped, but didn't turn out that way.
All right, everybody lines up. 4th down and long. Steenbach will get set to punt it away. 1 man back deep for Harding. Gets a good snap. This time he hits a boomer. Turns over. Going to drive him all the way back to the 16. Returned up to the 20, and that's as far as he'll go. Good coverage down the field. Nice punt by Steenbach that time. That's going to be a 47-yard punt. 3 yards on the return, and Harding will start 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Number 1 for the Weevils, Aries Jones on the tackle. Really good coverage.
So 1st and 10, Bisons at their own 21-yard line with 1:06 left to play here in the first quarter. 28-0. The Bisons have taken advantage of every opportunity they've had.
Exactly.
Keyline, the quarterback, Cole Keyline. He'll work underneath center. 2 halfbacks, 1 fullback. He goes underneath center on 1st and 10. Option, left side, pitch it out over the 25, 30. Going to be out near the first down marker, then hit and driven backwards. They get him out over the 31. A flag comes in late after the play is blown dead. And that was number 5, I believe, on the carry that time. That was Stone Sheffield. Well, let's see what the flag is about. It came in, seemed like after the play was blown dead.
I think it's going to be against the Weevils for late hit or hit out of bounds or something extracurricular.
Number 2, defense, continuing to participate without his helmet on. 15 yards.
The 15-yard penalty against the Weevils as they'll mark it off.
And, you know, I know that's a rule, but that's penalizing that kid because his helmet came off. I mean, he can't really help that happened.
1st and 10, Bisons out at their own 47-yard line, following the big run and then the 15-yard penalty tacked on to it. It'll be 1st and 10, Harding at their own 47. Weevils now go back to a 5-2 defense, a 5-man front defensively. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗧𝗟𝗏 wanting to throw, looking over the middle, has his tight end. That's complete at the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Bisons.
53 yards.
On the reception, number 19. That is going to be Dane Romberger. And the Bisons have exploded for 34 points here in the first quarter with 27 seconds remaining.
Wow, and their touchdowns are coming on big plays. De La Cruz broke the big run, and now there's 2 long pass plays, long sweep play.
On to attempt the extra point. Snaps down, the kick's on its way. This one partially blocked, but it goes through the uprights and is good. 35-0. Harding leads it with 27 seconds remaining in the opening quarter here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. Don't go anywhere. More UAM football is coming up.
Today's game is brought to you by Union Bank, your hometown community bank. Union Bank and Weevil Foottball, a winning combination. Thank you for your continued support of UAM Athletics.
Schedule a tour and see the Bellevue Estates Healthcare and Rehabilitation Center in person for yourself. We would love to show you around and answer your questions. Peace of mind comes when you know your loved one is in good hands. Whether you're looking for short-term, long-term, or private rehabilitation, Bellevue Estates at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello can provide the care you need. Just call 870-367-0044 for more information.
35-0. Harding with the lead over the Boll Weevils. 27 seconds remain first quarter. Another kickoff kicked into the end zone. No chance for a return. So the Weevils once again will get it out to 35. And I don't know, you take it, it's a complete package with this Harding team.
Their placement kicker's going to wear his leg out if he's not careful. He's getting a lot of practice in, and he's kicking all those kickoffs into the end zone.
So the Weevils will have it at 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗟𝗏 Brown, your quarterback. The lone setback is Tyler Reed on first down. Play action. Brown in trouble, rolling, scrambling to his left. He's going to keep it run out of bounds up near the 30-yard line, make it the 29. A gain of 4, but good coverage down the field. No one to throw to. 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗟𝗏 just has to eat it and try to get what he can.
And it was a positive play. Now let's try to get a second positive play here.
Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. Ball spotted at the Weevil 29-yard line. 2nd down and 6. Again, Reed stays in at the running back. Now a timeout called on the field. And we'll take it with them, I believe. 35-0 in favor of, that's the end of the first quarter, make it. That's what it is. So 35-0 in favor of Harding. 15 minutes are in the books. Weevils got a big row to hoe coming up here in the second quarter. We'll be back after this timeout.
Today's game is brought to you by Union Bank, your hometown community bank. Union Bank and Weevil Foottball, a winning combination. Thank you for your continued support of UAM Athletics.
Jeff Wardlaw has spent the last decade protecting our way of life, the right to bear arms, protecting the unborn, supporting our first responders, advocating economic development. Jeff Wardlaw, man of faith, family man, businessman. Re-elect Jeff Wardlaw, state representative. He knows and shares our values. Paid for by the Wardlaw campaign.
At the end of the first quarter, it's 35-0 in favor of Harding. Weevils have it, 2nd down and 6 at their own 29-yard line. And as Coach Johnson talked about, they need something positive to happen 2 plays in a row.
Exactly.
𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠😅 play action, rolling to his right, under pressure, throws. It's going to be in and out of the hands, off the fingertips of Isaiah Cross up near the 42-yard line. Boy, just overthrown.
That had a chance to be the biggest play of the night for the Weevils, and it was a good pass. Cross got his hands on it. It was a debatable, it was going to be a hard catch, but he got his hands to it, so.
And I'm from the old school. If your receiver got your hands on the ball, you ought to catch it.
You ought to catch it. I'm with you.
All right.
You can get to it, catch it.
3rd down and 6 now for the Weevils from their own 29-yard line. Brown looks over the defense. Twin receivers come wide right. He'll send Mansfield in motion. Hand it off on a little cross buck to Reed. Reed cuts back over the 30, out over the 35. He'll have the 1st down. Out near the 36-yard line is Tyler Reed. Little misdirection by the Weevil offense.
Had a little. We didn't have them in a row, but we had 2 positive plays out of 3, and it got us a 1st down. So
1st and 10 Weevils now at their own 36. Quickly they'll snap it. Brown hands it off to Reed again. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, going to lose a yard, maybe 2, as they'll mark it back inside the 35, back at the 34-yard line. But again, that penetration up front by Harding.
And they just keep rotating those guys on that front line. They got several of them that they can play.
You know, we've seen UAM go up-tempo and not give the defense a chance to swap people out, but they hadn't done that tonight.
No, they haven't.
All right, on 2nd down and 11. Going to swing it in the flat out. That's going to be complete to the back out of the backfield for the Weevils, and that's going to be Slade LeBlanc, his first touch of the night. Gets it back to about the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 11, so no gain on the play.
I was kind of wondering where he was. The first couple of games he's had a big part in the offense, and I wondered where he was.
He's into the ball game now. He'll be the lone setback in the backfield. Weevils looking at 3rd down and 11, trailing 35-0. 3rd and 11 from their own 35-yard line. Trip receivers come wide right. 1 goes wide left. They'll rush 4. Forced out of the pocket, running for his life. Brown throws to Mansfield. Going to be off his fingertips out near the 37-yard line. But again, the pressure, even just rushing 4 up front, forced 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 to scramble for his life.
The Bison's front folks are just superior to our offensive line. Right now, we can't protect 𝗗𝗻𝗏𝗧𝗏 long enough. He's running for his life now, so.
For the 5th time tonight, Steenbach will come on to punt it away for the Weevils, as he'll stand about his own 21-yard line to get the snap. 1 man back deep is Ty 𝗐𝗐𝗓. This one's going to carry toward the sideline, going to go out of bounds, and they're going to mark it up near the 30-yard line is where Harding will start their first possession of the 2nd quarter with 12:43 left to play. And Harding leading 35-0. But you go back and look at that first quarter, the first 15 minutes, I mean, nothing went wrong for Harding. Everything went just like you had scripted in practice.
Exactly. They started off just for the straight dive, as Coach Hop was talking about before the game or in the coaching show. And then when you don't do your assignment, that's when they make it hurt.
So Harding will have it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line when play resumes. Timeout down on the field. Again, we'll be at Fan Day on Saturday at Robert Automotive Superstore. Hope you'll come join us from 11 to 1. Come by and meet a lot of the student athletes here at UAM. A lot of the coaching staff will be there. We'll be broadcasting live from Robert Automotive Superstore. Again, the first time we've had UAM Fan Day since, I guess, 2020 when COVID hit. And we'll be back, though, and glad to be there on Saturday against from 11 to 1. Next Saturday, we travel to Arkadelphia to take on Ouachita Baptist. You know, you get in this Great American Conference, every week's a battle.
I was going to say it doesn't get easier. And tomorrow or Saturday at SAU will be a pretty good tussle. SAU and the OBU play on Saturday at Magnolia.
12:43 to play in the first half. 35-0. Harding leads it. Now UAM, after that media timeout, UAM wants to call a defensive timeout here. So both teams, again, will go back to the respective sidelines. And, you know, you're down 35-0 here in the first half. Your defense has not been able to stop this offense, but you got to come up with something. So you got to start gambling a little bit. And
we hadn't done any of that. We've tried to play straight like they started out straight, but then they hit the big plays. So that was a good idea probably to blitz or send them all. I mean, it can't turn out any worse than it's been doing to start with.
Harding will have it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line to start this drive. 12:43 to play in the opening quarter. 35-0. Harding with the lead. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, their quarterback. He's a junior, 6 foot, 200-pound junior. Works underneath center. Again, the two slot backs and a fullback. Pitch on the end around. Out over the 35, out near the 39-yard line, as that's going to be Stone Sheffield, the running back from that right halfback spot. Going to get it out. That'll be 9 yards on the pickup. Bring up 2nd down and 1. Ball's on the left hash mark. Bison's moving from right to left here at Convoy Leslie, from south to north here in the second quarter, as they lead at 35-0. One receiver on either side. Handoff straight ahead. That's going to be the fullback, as he'll carry it straight ahead, and that is Blake Delacruz. He gets the first down as he carries it out close to the 42-yard line.
I think we got a new fullback. I think that was number 8, Andrew Miller.
Yeah, it is. You're right. 8, Andrew Miller.
But he ran almost like Delacruz on that play. He hit it up in there really, really fast. I think we've got a whole new backfield except for their quarterback.
1st and 10, Harding from their own 42-yard line. 𝗗𝗟𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗍𝒑, again, the quarterback. 2 halfbacks, a fullback. Option right side, the pitch goes outside, trying to get to the corner. Nice tackle on the outside after a short gain of only a couple of yards. And coming up to make the stop for the Weevils, that's going to be Jonathan Cagle. He's 6'4", 230-pound junior transfer out of Humble, Texas. Making the stop over there for the Weevils. Only a gain of 2 on the play for Harding, so it'll be 2nd down and 8.
And that's a positive play for the defense.
𝗗𝗟𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗍𝒑 checks it off, looks back into the sideline. They'll change the play again as they lined up and then check it off. On 2nd down and 8, 𝗗𝗟𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗍𝒑 takes the snap. Going to leave it with his fullback straight ahead. That's number 8. That's Andrew Miller. Miller gets it out close to the 45, maybe the 46-yard line. So only a couple of more yards is all he got. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. This may be the first 3rd down they've had all night.
That's what I was about to say. If it's not, it hadn't been many.
It'll be 3rd down and 6.
This would really be a positive play here to hold them one time and make them kick it.
10:05 left to play in the first half. 35-0. Harding with the lead. A big 3rd down conversion here now for Harding. I guess it's more bigger for the defense for UAM. Option left side to pitch, first down and more as they go inside Weevil territory all the way down to the 40-yard line of UAM. And again, that is Stone Sheffield, the right halfback on the quick pitch.
And they're not reading much. As soon as he pulls it out of there, he's pitching it. He's not reading anybody on the pitch.
Marking at the 40-yard line of UAM. 1st and 10, Harding. .21 left to play in the first half. 35-0. Harding has the lead over the Weevils. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 sends the halfback in motion, pitch it to him. This time they'll go to the right side. Out inside the 20, 35, inside the 30. Going to be finally bumped out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. And it's going to be a first down.
Chauncey Martin on the carry for the Bison. Gain of about, looks like about 12 or so, 13.
We got an injured Weevil on the far side of the field. They're going to tend to him. 8:54 to play here in the opening half, first half. 35-0. The Bison's on the move. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Weevil 30 when we return in just a moment.
Go for all your monthly accountant and tax service needs. We are conveniently located at 201 South Main, across from the Drew County Courthouse. At Cersei & Associates, we are dedicated to making life a little easier for our
Today's game is brought to you by Union Bank, your hometown community bank. Union Bank and Weevil Football, a winning combination. Thank you for your continued support of UAM Athletics.
There's something for everyone. UAM offers affordable certificates, associate's, bachelor's, and master's degree programs at campuses in Monticello, McGee, and Crossett. Chart a bowl course, start your journey at u8mont.edu.
35-0. Harding with the lead. The injured player for the Weevils was Robert Jones. He came up off the field under his own power, so may see him back in action in a moment. Harding 1st and 10 at the Weevil 30-yard line. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗏 underneath center. 𝗗𝗜𝗦 pitch to right side. Chauncey with the carry. He's got another 12, 13 yards, another first down as he carries it inside the 20 down close to the 17-yard line.
Now they're starting to, it's not just the fullback anymore. They're running all three phases of it. The only thing they haven't done is the quarterback hadn't kept it yet.
He hadn't had to.
Exactly. Why just keep pitching it? Watch the rest of them run.
1st and 10. Bisons at the 17-yard line of UAM. Your halfbacks on one side. That's going to be Stone Sheffield on the right. On the left side, Chauncey Martin. Got a new fullback again, and that's going to be Kendall. Is that right? Kendall Allen?
Mm-hmm.
Handoff goes to Allen. He's going to get it inside the 15, down close to the 14-yard line. So a gain of 3. That's number 8. That's Andrew Miller, the fullback. There we go.
And Jones is back in the game for the Weevils, so.
Back in that secondary. Gain of 3, 2nd down and a long 7 here for Harding. We're down to 7:25 left to play in the first half. 35-0. Harding leading and knocking on the doors. They're in the red zone at the Weevil 14-yard line. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗏 moves underneath center. He'll take the snap, pitch it right side. Chauncey Martin. Martin carries to the 10. A flag comes in. And that may be a holding call against Harding. But, again, boy, you just quick pitch it. Get those running backs in space and let them run.
Usually when you see the referee be the official that throws the flag, nine times out of 10 it's going to be holding.
They're going to back up Harding. I think that's only the 2nd penalty here in the first half against the Bison. They'll mark it back to the 21-yard line, make it the 22-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 16. for Harding. Under 7 minutes to play in the first half. Harding leading 35-0. And they're wanting more. 𝗗𝗜𝗦 underneath center. Fakes the pitch, wanting to throw, rolling to his left. Fires, going to be underthrown. Pass intended down there for Josh Caitlin. Making that Dane Romberger. They got two number 19s, a wide receiver. Ball was underthrown down about the 10-yard line.
I think that might be the first incompleted pass for the Bison.
You're right. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and long now for Harding. 3rd down and 16, 3rd and 17, we'll call it. From the Weevil 23-yard line. As the quarterback, 𝗗𝗜𝗦 goes underneath center. Put a halfback in motion. Fake the pitch, blitz coming. He throws to the backside. It's complete to the fullback out of the backfield. He's got the first down. He's going to be bumped out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Oh, my.
Slipped out of the backfield after they made the fake, and he got behind our receivers. Our defenders.
It'll be 1st and goal to go for the Bisons at the 1-yard line. As they lead it 35-0 and trying to add more here in the first half. They'll line up with the 2 halfbacks, hand it off to the fullback straight ahead, and they're going to give it to him. He's in there for the touchdown. Andrew Miller from 1 yard out. Thought he should have had it on the pass reception, so they give it to him now, let him just take it in.
Exactly. He worked that hard to get it that close. Why not let him get that other yard?
41-0. The extra point coming for the Bisons. As Magnus Lepak, the kicker, has been perfect on the night. Everybody waits the snap, and it's down. The kick's on its way, and it's good. 42-0 in favor of Harding with 5:50 left to play in the first half. We'll take a break. Be back with more UAM football in a moment.
Are you looking for a great school with affordable tuition? UAM Monticello is the best choice in Arkansas. We offer over 700 privately funded scholarships each semester, and 96% of first-year students receive financial aid. So there's no reason not to apply. With one of the lowest tuition rates in the state, we make your degree affordable. Come tour our beautiful campus or sit down with one of our admissions counselors who would love to answer any questions you might have.
Maxwell Hardwood Flooring in Monticello is a proud sponsor of this athletic event. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring understands the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following your favorite team and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring and wishing them the best.
42-0. Harding with the lead over the Bo Weevils. 5:50 left to play in the first half. This kickoff will carry into the end zone again for another automatic touchback. And, you know, that's just another weapon to have when your kicker can put it in the end zone.
Exactly, and he's got a really strong leg. He's really good.
So the Weevils will take it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Looking for something positive to happen here before the end of the first half. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 Brown, your quarterback. LeBlanc lined up in the backfield. He'll come up in motion, and they're going to call him for motion. He never got set before they snapped the football. So instead of being 1st and 10, and 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍 carried the football out to the 27. Going to back all that up. It'll be 1st and 15. And once again, I don't know, about 4 or 5 times we've started behind the chains, behind the sticks.
Exactly.
So they'll mark it back to the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Weevils.
Looks like the Bison have a fresh set of defensive linemen back in. Those guys look to be the starters.
On 1st and 15, Brown out of the shotgun. Twin receivers wide left, rolling to his left, looking, fires underneath, going to be complete, going to be a short pass and going to be dropped for a loss. Oh, wow. had nowhere to go. That's Isaiah Cross on the catch, I believe. But he ran an underneath route and was behind the line of scrimmage when he caught the football, was tackled immediately. Back at the 19-yard line, a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 16. Bison defense, 4-man front defensively. Here they come. Brown wanting to throw. Now forced out of the pocket. Flags come in. Brown takes off. Out over the 30, 35. He's going to be out over the 40-yard line. But I think you bring it all back. It's going to be a holding call against the Weevils.
Best play of the night, and we get it called back.
The flag is all the way back at the 8-yard line. Holding is the call against UAM.
Again, when that head referee throws the flag, you can just about bet it's going to be a holding penalty.
We're down to 4:38 left to go. 4 minutes, 38 seconds left to play in the first half. Harding has jumped out to a 42-0 lead. They have done everything right here in this first half, but that's Harding football.
Exactly. That's why they were the national champions.
2nd down and a while. 2nd and 26. Brown, 1 to throw. Fires, underthrows his intended receiver, Royale Williams, out in the flat at the 14-yard line. Now to fall incomplete to the turf and bring up a 3rd down and 26 now for UAM.
And the Bison are substituting 8 and 9 players at a time now. That last play, they had a whole new 11, and they just substituted again.
So 3rd down and 26 for the Weevils. Ball spotted back at the 10-yard line. Need to get all the way back at the 9-yard line. Actually, going to need to get all the way out to the 35. Handoff up the middle, LeBlanc. LeBlanc got some room. 20, 25. He's out over the 25 and going to be run out of bounds up at the 28-yard line. He gets a big chunk of that change back for the Weevils, but it's not enough.
But with it 42-0, why not go for it?
Yep.
I mean.
And the Weevils going to look like they're going to leave the offense out there. Trailing 42-0 here with 3:43 to play before half. Now they're going to send the punting unit on.
Coach Hudd had a change of heart. I think he was telling Coach Qualls, let's go for it, and then I think he decided, no, let's don't do that.
It would have been 4th down and 7 from their own 27-yard line, 28-yard line. Good snap to the punter. Gets it off. High, wobbly kick. Going to be caught and returned. Caught at the 32. Back up over the 35, 40. Up close to midfield. And finally brought down there is 𝗗𝗜𝗏 on the return for Harding. And the Bison, again, will get it at midfield with 3:08 remaining here in the first half. And they've got all 3 timeouts.
That was pretty close to being a big return, too. He almost got to his wall. He returned a pretty nice return, but that was close to being a big one.
Yeah, return of 18 on the play. The Bisons will have it 1st and 10 at midfield. Coming up this Saturday is UAM Fan Day at Robert Automotive Superstore. Hope you'll join us for that from 11 to 1. Come out and meet a lot of these student athletes that are out on the field tonight, and then some of the other sports will be there. Basketball, men's and women's basketball, some of the softball players, tennis players. There was a penalty against Harding on that last play. And boy, they're going to mark it all the way back to the 31-yard line.
Must have been a dead ball foul.
Marking back to the 31. So instead of getting it at midfield, they're going to get it back at the 31. All right, they still got 3 timeouts to work with, leading 42-0. And now they're going to mark off another penalty and mark it all the way back to the 15-yard line.
Gracious.
Wow. So it ends up being 35 yards worth of penalty. Any way you want to look at it. Harding's going to have it 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line, and make it the 16-yard line.
New quarterback, too, Malik Young, number 16.
He'll hand it off to the fullback. He'll be up close to the 20-yard line. It's going to be a gain out to the 21, make it a gain of 5 on the play. It's on the fullback that time was number 30. That's Josh Strickland, a sophomore.
I think we have a whole new 11 in for the Bison.
Malik Young, the quarterback now. He'll go underneath center. 2nd down and 5. Pitch. Come to the left side. Going to be hit and brought down at the 20-yard line. Coming across for the Weevils and making the stop there is going to be Austin Lozano. Big 285-pound junior out of Hamlin, Texas, making the stop for a 1-yard loss. Back at the 20-yard line. Bring up 3rd down and 6 now for Harding. Clock's down to 2:10 left to play here in the first half. 42-0. Harding with the lead over the Boll Weevils here at home. And now a timeout called on the field. As we've got a timeout. That's a 2-minute warning before halftime. Both teams head toward their respective benches. We'll take the break with them. It's 42-0. Harding leads it. We're back in just a moment.
Are you looking for a great school with affordable tuition? UAM Monticello is the best choice in Arkansas. We offer over 700 privately funded scholarships each semester, and 96% of first-year students receive financial aid. So there's no reason not to apply. With one of the lowest tuition rates in the state, we make your degree affordable. Come tour our beautiful campus or sit down with one of our admissions counselors who would love to answer any questions you might have.
Automobile, we need to go see our new friends at Monticello Chevrolet GMC, Highway 425 North in Monticello, formerly Lucky's of Monticello. They're under new ownership and new management, and they're ready to deal. They got new arrivals arriving every day, new and used cars and trucks. You'll find what you're looking for. If they don't have it, they can get it. That's Monticello Chevrolet GMC, Highway 425 North in Monticello, under new ownership and new management, and they're ready to deal. Go see them today.
42-0. Harding with the lead. They have the football, looking at 3rd down and 6. 2 minutes left to play in the first half. Harding snaps the football. They'll leave it with the fullback. Nope. Quarterback pitches it right side, gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Another nice open field tackle there by the Boll Weevils. That's going to be Robert Iverson coming up to make the stop for UAM.
That might be the first time on the actual set of downs that they've been stopped the whole game.
It is. Their punting unit will come on. UAM will send the punt return team on. As Harding shifts, the punter goes back. He'll stand at his own 5 when he gets the snap. He gets a good snap. Left-footed kicker and spirals one. Turns it over. Royale's going to let it hit. Hits it to 32. Takes a bounce down the field inside the 25. It'll go out of bounds at the 24-yard line. And that's where the Weevils will have it with 1:14 to play before halftime. Trailing 42-0. And UAM just has not been able to get anything positive really to happen all night long here in this first half.
That right there, even though it was against reserve players, that might be the most positive thing that's happened. They actually were held and had to turn it over, give it back to us.
𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍 Brown, your quarterback. Tyler Reed, the lone setback in the backfield. Brown on 1st down, wanting to throw, looking, fires, complete. Dixon has it out over the 25, out close to the 27-yard line before he's finally knocked down there. The big tight end, Joshua Dixon, 6'4", 240-pound tight end. He's not a little guy for a tight end, is he?
Pretty good size.
A gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7. How about they mark it out at the 28 now? So it'll be 2nd down and a long 6 for UAM. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍 again, out of the shotgun, looking over the defense. Twin receivers wide left, wanting to throw again, wanting to go deep down the left sideline. Throws it. It's going to be caught, but out of bounds. Making the catch down there, but out of bounds was Anthony Dansby. Oh, my.
Wow, he put that right on the money. He never had to slack a bit.
We had a foot out of bounds when he caught the football with 34 seconds remaining here before half.
Needed about another foot of
turf on that
left side.
On that
side. Yeah.
Yeah. 3rd down and 6 now for the Weevils, with 34 seconds remaining before halftime. Trailing 42-0 here to the #1 team in the country, the defending national champion, the Harding Bison. Weevils are going to use a timeout here. Try to draw up something to get a first down, at least keep the drive alive.
I think Coach Hud is asking for to check to see if he was
out of bounds
or not.
Want a review? Okay. If that's the case, then the officials will have to go to the far sideline and look at it. But
Coach Hud stepped in front of Coach Qualls, and I think that's what he's asked for.
All right, yeah, officials are going to head over to the tent on the far side of the field from our press box, and they'll take a look at the review to make sure he was out of bounds. You know, I'm not sure where all the camera angles are.
Exactly.
I think there's one in the end zone, in the south end zone for UAM, so they'll hopefully have a good look at it.
Probably wishful thinking from our standpoint here in the press box. It was such a nice pass and a good route that, you know, we wanted it for him to have been in bounds, you know, but I think the review is going to show he was out of bounds.
Next week, we travel to Arkadelphia to take on the Tigers of OBU. Washita Baptist, 6 o'clock kickoff. We'll be on the air around 5:30 next Saturday with our pregame show. Kickoff set for around 6 p.m. We'll be in Arkadelphia next Saturday. Again, a 6 o'clock kickoff for that ball game. Myself and Sam Johnson will be there to bring you all the play-by-play. This Saturday, since the Weevils play on Thursday night this week, we're having UAM Fan Day at Ryburn Automotive Superstore, Highway 425 South here in Monticello. If you want to come out and meet some of these student athletes here on campus, they'll all be at Ryburn Automotive. Football players, we'll have basketball players, softball players, golf, if they're not somewhere in a tournament, tennis, volleyball, they'll be all there Saturday. You can come out and meet them. It'll be free food. While you're there, you might even want to buy a new car or truck from Ryburn Automotive.
There you go.
All right. After review, the ruling on the field is going to be confirmed.
Usually when it takes that small amount of time, that probably means they're going to confirm it, that he was out of bounds.
All right, so it'll be 3rd down and 6 now for the Weevils, trailing 42-0 here with 34 seconds remaining in the first half. Brown 6 Dixon over to the left side. Brown handoff on a little cross buck to Reed. Reed out over the 35, 40, midfield. Going to be inside Harding territory for the first time tonight as Tyler Reed on the carry carries it all the way down or out to the 46-yard line of Harding. 1st and 10 Weevils.
Biggest play of the game for the Weevils.
Brown wanting to throw, needing to go deep, looking, fires over the middle. It's going to be complete just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming up with the catch is Isaiah Cross. Weevils going to have to use their final timeout of the ball of the first half with 4 seconds remaining. That'll move the chains. It'll be another first down. Got to go toward the end zone.
Exactly. Just throw it as far as you can, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟.
As it's 42-0 in favor of Harding. 4 seconds remain before half.
And you talked earlier about we hadn't been running the hurry up. This drive, the last 3 or 4 plays, that's what we've done. and have had the biggest
success we've had all night.
Exactly.
Here in the first half. Weevils used their final timeout of the half here with 4 seconds remaining. Trailing 42-0. Trying to get something positive to happen before halftime. Harding will get the football to start the third quarter. You know.
That's adding insult to injury there.
UAM won the opening toss and did pick up a first down on their first series and then stumbled a little bit and had to punt it away, and Harding hadn't looked back since then. All right, we got one final play here to end the half. Weevil's going to have to go toward the end zone. From the Bison 31, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 drops the snap, in trouble, going to be sacked back at the 35-yard line. Now, that didn't end the way we wanted it to end, but he bobbled the snap, dropped it on the ground. By that time, the Bison defense was there to cover him up.
Usually when it gets to the ground, that messes your entire timing of the play off, no matter what you've got called.
Both teams head toward the locker room here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. The Weevils trail the Bisons of Harding University 42-0 here at the half. As we'll take a break, we'll come back with our halftime activities and show for you when we return in just a moment.
States Healthcare Rehabilitation Center in
Today's game is brought to you by Union Bank, your hometown community bank. Union Bank and Weevil Football, a winning combination. Thank you for your continued support of UAM Athletics.
The most common mode of transportation was the horse and buggy, and Union Bank and Trust opened its doors for the first time. This is Brandon Hogg with Union Bank. Since that time, Union Bank has grown with you through the ups and downs, and will continue to be there with you, serving our community and providing your banking needs. So for your next banking need, come by one of our convenient locations or call me at 460-6400. Union Bank and Trust, growing with you for 135 years. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Jeff Wardlaw has spent the last decade protecting our way of life, the right to bear arms, protecting the unborn, supporting our first responders, advocating economic development. Jeff Wardlaw, man of faith, family man, businessman. Re-elect Jeff Wardlaw, state representative. He knows and shares our values. Paid for by the Wardlaw campaign.
𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, South Main in Monticello, has a full range of accounting services. From the smallest business to large corporations and even personal accounts, 𝗗𝗜𝗦 can provide the services you need. Whether it's yearly bookkeeping, payroll, or filing taxes, they can do it with competent services from a highly qualified staff. Give 𝗗𝗜𝗦 a call at 870-367-3580 or stop by their office at 201 South Main in Monticello.
We're at halftime here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium, 42-0. The Harding Bison, the #1 team in the country, defending national champions with a lead over the Boll Weevils after UAM getting off to a 2-0 start. And, you know, for 2 years in a row, we've started 2-0. And then you come up against a team like Harding and kind of make you realize where each program is at.
Exactly.
Kind of recap the scoring for you here in the first half. Harding, with 8:36 left to go in the first quarter, they put together a 37-yard rush play. That was a 6-play, 65-yard drive. Took 3 minutes and 25 seconds. That's after UAM got the opening kickoff, picked up a first down, then had to punt it away. Took over at their own 35-yard line and just drove it down the field. They used the fullback, just ran him all the time. And then all of a sudden, boom, they hit a
sweet play.
Sweet play to go up 7-0. Didn't take them long to come up with the next score. 6:56 remaining in the first quarter. As it's a 2-play, 39-yard drive. That followed a turnover, an interception. Two-play, 39 yards. It was 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, a 33-yard run right up the middle, 14-0 in favor of Harding. Bisons weren't through in the first quarter. Took them less than a minute, or a little over a minute. 5 minutes, 39 seconds remaining in the first quarter as an interception, a pick six. Went back, took a minute, 17 seconds. It was 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍, the defensive back, who got that pick six, returned it 42 yards for the score, and just like that, it's 21-0 in favor of Harding.
The corner had squatted over here on to 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍's left, and he just raised up and threw it, and the kids just stepped right in front of it.
Then with 27 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Harding got their final score of the opening period as they put together a two-play, 79-yard drive. Again, you go back with that run play. Boy, I mean, it sucks everybody in, and then they hit a big pass play, a 53-yard pass play to from 𝗗𝗜𝗦 to Romberger, the wide out, 35-0 into the first quarter. Thought, well, it can't get any worse. But
the defensive backs are always taught, don't let anybody get behind you, but they keep running that dive play, and their eyes go to the quarterback and to the fullback, and they forget about their man, and he runs straight by him.
Harding wasn't through before halftime. They end up with 5:52 left to go in the second quarter. They put one more score on the board here in the first half. It's an 11-play, 70-yard drive, more methodical, just like we thought we'd see out of Harding all night long, but took 6 minutes and 51 seconds, and the fullback Miller rushed it in from 1 yard out, 42-0. That's where our score stands here at the half. Harding with the lead over the Boll Weevils here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium on a fall September night in southeast Arkansas. The UAM marching band performing down on the field. See if we can pick up a little of their action. That's the UAM marching band performing here at halftime. 42-0 our score as Harding leads it here at the half. We'll come back in just a moment. We'll take a look at some of the stats for you in the first half when we return to Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium right after this timeout.
1998. There is no other place like Southeast Arkansas. Our region is tied together by a love of land, family, and tradition. We're also a destination for higher education. UAM's campuses in Monticello, McGee, and Crossett educate thousands each year, and many graduates choose to stay in our corner of the state, serving as pillars of our community. Find out why more than 18,500 alumni in Southeast Arkansas and worldwide are proud to be united by UAM. Start your journey to becoming a Bo Weevil by visiting uamont.edu today.
Are you ready to take care of business? So are we. You want to make your goals a reality, right? So do we. You care about the community, right? Well, so do we. Citizens Bank in Monticello wants to be your hometown choice for checking, savings, loans, and any banking needs. We care about you and the community. At Citizens Bank, it's people first. Citizens Bank, Highway 425 North in Monticello. Call 367-1935. Citizens Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Maxwell Hardwood Flooring in Monticello is a proud sponsor of this athletic event. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring understands the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following your favorite team and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring and wishing them the best.
This is Todd Smith at Commercial Bank. Nationwide, time deposit rates have fallen with the market in anticipation of Fed rate cuts. But if you have a CD or IRA at another institution, you owe it to yourself to get a quote from Commercial Bank. Call Pam or Ryan in Monticello at 367-6221 or Julie or Jonathan in Warren at 226-2601 and see if we can help your money work harder. Commercial Bank, the community builder. We have roots where others have branches. Member FDIC.
42-0 here at halftime. Harding with the lead over the Bo Weevils. Both teams UAM trying to regroup. Harding just going to put some final finishing touches on this ball game, what they're hoping to do. But anyway, 42-0 our score. First downs, Harding with 13, UAM with 5. Rushing yards, UAM has 15 carries for 68 yards on the night. Harding, 21 attempts, 179 yards. Passing, how about this? Keelan's gone 3 of 4 for 145 yards and 2 touchdowns. UAM, 8 of 16 with 2 interceptions for only 47 yards through the air. Total offense here in the first half. Harding has ran 25 plays, 324 yards here in the first half. UAM 31 offensive plays for 115 total yards. Let's see, you go back and look at penalties. Harding penalized 4 times for 45 yards. UAM 8 times for 59 yards. The only thing UAM's winning, that's time of possession. 16:02 for the Weevils here in the first half. 13:58 for Harding in the first half. Third down conversions, Harding 2 of 3, UAM 3 of 8. And again, there you go back and look, Coach Jackson talks about keys to the game is third down conversions, red zone scores, which we hadn't been there tonight, and then penalties always play a big part.
And
keys to
a lot of Harding's points came on a long play, a long interception, a long sweep run, a long run by the fullback. So they didn't have the ball very long, really. They just, when they did have it, they did something with it.
It is 42-0 here at halftime. Harding has the lead over the Bo Weevils. And tell you what, we'll take another break. We'll come back and look at some individual numbers for you. Tell you who stands out for both ball squads when we return after this timeout.
We need to go see our new friends at Monticello Chevrolet GMC, Highway 425 North in Monticello, formerly Lucky's of Monticello. They're under new ownership and new management, and they're ready to deal. They got new arrivals arriving every day, new and used cars and trucks. You'll find what you're looking for. If they don't have it, they can get it. That's Monticello Chevrolet GMC, Highway 425 North in Monticello, under new ownership and new management, and they're ready to deal. Go see them today. Schedule a tour and see the Bellevue Estates Healthcare and Rehabilitation Center in person for yourself. We would love to show you around and answer your questions. Peace of mind comes when you know your loved one is in good hands. Whether you're looking for short-term, long-term, or private rehabilitation, Bellevue Estates at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello can provide the care you need. Just call 870-367-0044 for more information.
The year was 1887. The average wage in the United States was 13 cents an hour, and milk cost just 28 cents per gallon. That same year, Union Bank opened its doors for business. This is Randy Rawls at Union Bank. A lot has changed over the past 135 years, but one thing that hasn't changed is our commitment to you, our customers, and our community to provide fast, friendly service for all your banking needs. So call me at 226-2035 or come by one of our many convenient locations and let us show you why we've been in business for so many years. Union Bank, growing with you for over 135 years. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Jeff Wardlaw has spent the last decade protecting our way of life, the right to bear arms, protecting the unborn, supporting our first responders, advocating economic development. Jeff Wardlaw, man of faith, family man, businessman. Re-elect Jeff Wardlaw, state representative. He knows and shares our values. Paid for by the Wardlaw campaign.
It's 42-0 in favor of Harding University here at halftime, as they scored 35 unanswered in the first quarter and then went on to score one more touchdown before halftime to make it 42-0. Individually, let's first of all look at UAM. Tyler Reed, he has 10 carries, 48 net yards on the night. He's been, last week he had over 115 yards. The defense for the Bisons has really kept him bottled up. Slade LeBlanc, 1 carry, 19 yards, probably the longest run of the night by the Weevils.
There's a story behind that too. I would want to thank for him not to have been in the game any more than he played.
𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗔 Brown on the night, 8 of 16 passing with 2 interceptions, 47 yards through the air. Isaiah Cross has been his favorite target. He's been targeted 6 times, caught 3 for 32 yards. And then Joshua Dixon, the big tight end, he's been targeted 3 times, 2 catches for 8 yards. Jordan Mansfield has 1 catch for 6 yards. For Harding, all right, Blake Delacruz, a big fullback, 6 carries, 61 yards on the ground. He does have 1 touchdown. Longest run was 33. Stone Sheffield, he plays the left halfback for him. He has 4 carries, 40 yards on the night. Brandon Jay, 1 carry for 37 yards and a touchdown. He's the other corner slot back on the right side. And then Chauncey Martin, another running back, 3 carries for 26 yards. Then you look at Cole Keelan. Again, they sit there and rock you to death with that run play, run play, run play. Keelan has thrown it 4 times, completed 3 of them, 145 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns, the longest a 70-yard touchdown pass. He's got Braden Jay with 1 catch for 70 yards, a touchdown. Dan Romberger, 1 catch for 53 yards and a touchdown. And then Andrew Miller, 1 catch for 22 yards. As they did get a defensive score, a pick 6 there in the first half. 42-0 our score here at the half.
They got several guys in there rushing. Dela Cruz is the stud, but they've got like 4 guys that are gaining nearly 30 yards or more, and that adds up instead of like Dela Cruz just getting 150 by itself. Yeah. I noticed before the game that all of their running backs have gotten, 200 yards or more in the first 2 games as a collective group.
As you look at defensively, the numbers, A.J. Bullock, one of the standouts on defense for the Weevils. He's got a total of 6 tackles. T.J. Jasper with 5, Irvin Jones with 3, and Kennedy Breedlove with 2 tackles. For the Bisons, Caden Pierce leading the way, 3 tackles for him. Clark Griffin with 3, and Darian Dunlap Johnson with 3 tackles as well. The only tackle for a loss was by T.J. Jasper. Had that 1 tackle for a loss for UAM. 42-0, our score here at the half. Both teams start to make their way back out of the dressing room. And Coach Sam Johnson, you look at it, Harding's going to get the football. We saw the second unit, I guess you would say there, toward the end of the first half come on, and the Weevils were able to get a stop on them. Probably see that most of the second half, too, as well.
I would venture to say that we won't see the starters. They may not even have their shoulder pads on, standing over there on the sideline. With the score, I wouldn't let 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 back out there. You know, he could get his ankle twisted or something, and there's no need for that with the score. But we probably won't see any passing by Harding for a while because of what the score is. They'll just let these second line guys. You know, it's good for them. You know, that's why they're as good as they are. That's why they got 4 or 5 backs that are gaining yards, because they get to play.
For UAM, they need something positive to happen. And, you know, I mean, you get a quick offensive score, maybe a defensive score here. You know, you could put some life back into the game.
Maybe Harding might get the big head. They might fumble it, you know, and it would do our guys great if we could just score some points, no matter how we got them.
All right.
A field goal, a intercept, any way we could get them, that'll make our guys feel better than anything else.
We'll take a break, our final break, 42-0 at halftime. Harding leads it. We're back with the start of the second half in a moment.
For all your
Today's game is brought to you by Union Bank, your hometown community bank. Union Bank and Weevil Foottball, a winning combination. Thank you for your continued support of UAM Athletics.
2019. Why do students choose UAM? For the quality program.
Today's game is brought to you by Union Bank, your hometown community bank. Union Bank and Weevil Foottball, a winning combination. Thank you for your continued support of UAM Athletics.
You want to make your goals a reality, right? So do we. You care about the community, right? Well, so do we. Citizens Bank in Monticello wants to be your hometown choice for checking, savings, loans, and any banking needs. We care about you and the community. At Citizens Bank, it's people first. Citizens Bank, Highway 425 North in Monticello. Call 367-1935. Citizens Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Maxwell Hardwood Flooring in Monticello is a proud sponsor of this athletic event. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring understands the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following your favorite team and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring and wishing them the best.
The Weevils will kick it off to start the third quarter. It's taken 1 yard deep in the end zone, returned out over the 10, the 20, out over the 30, and going to be all the way out to the 33-yard line, and that's where Harding will start first and 10. Had a new kicker that time. It was Dylan Duhon, sophomore out of Earth, Louisiana.
Kendall Allen, number 1 on the return.
So mark it at the 34-yard line, first and 10 for the Harding Bisons. We will see the backup quarterback. That is Malik Young. He'll run the offense for them. The running back is number 8. The fullback is Andrew Miller. So Young takes the snap. Going to leave it with Miller right up the middle. They're going to blow the play dead before it ever gets started. They're going to have all sides against the Bisons. Ball start on the offense. They were only penalized 4 times for 45 yards in the first half. UAM penalized 8 times for 59 yards in the first half.
Our penalties got us behind the sticks right off the bat, and then we couldn't make first down. We had to keep kicking it back to them.
So 1st and 15 now for the Bisons. Ball spotted back at their own 29-yard line on 1st and 15. Young takes a snap, hands off his fullback. He's hit immediately there in the backfield. And coming up to make the stop for the Weevils at 75, 25. Trying to catch the number on it. I believe it's 75.
I think it was 75.
Kendall Walker. Got him listed as an offensive lineman. How about there he comes off the field? It's 26. Christopher Brown. Out of McDonough, Georgia.
He's a long way from the house.
No gain on the play. 2nd down, 15 for the Bisons. Fake the pitch. Quarterback Young keeps it, rolls to his left, fires in the flat. Going to be incomplete, just overthrown a little high. There's a flag down in the secondary on the opposite side of the field the way the play went. But, so we'll see what the flag is all about. Going to be an holding or an ineligible receiver downfield against the Bisons. Ineligible receiver downfield. It's going to be the call. And I'm like you. I didn't expect them to throw the football much.
Exactly.
I thought they'd keep it on the ground.
Exactly.
I think their offensive line didn't think so either. UAM will decline the penalty. It'll be 3rd down and 15. So 3rd and 15 for the Bisons here on this opening possession of the 2nd half. Harding leading 42-0. Malik Young, the quarterback for Harding, will go underneath center as they finally get the play in. Play clock down to 4. Now there goes to 0, and Harding, did they get the timeout call before the flag, or Harding's going to take the timeout? There we go.
The back judge was in the motion of throwing it when he looked up and saw the referee had given him the timeout.
42-0. We'll keep it right here. Harding has the lead over the Boll Weevils. Coming up this Saturday, it's UAM Fan Day at Ryvern Automotive Superstore from 11 to 1. Come on out and join us. We'll be broadcasting live. I'll be there interviewing some of the coaches, staffs from some of the different sports and some of the different student athletes that we have here at UAM. Give them an opportunity to get on the air, talk about their experiences here, and it's a chance for all you fans to come out and meet these student athletes.
That's what I was going to say. That sounds like a fun deal to, you sit in the stands and you can't see the football player's face. Be nice to, see any and all of the athletes that'll come out there.
So come out and join us Saturday from 11 to 1 at Ryvern Automotive Superstore. We'll be broadcasting live right here on KHBM 93.7. All right, Young, little flea pitch back to the right halfback, a little cross buck in the backfield. UAM plays it pretty good. Going to be a short gain out to the 32-yard line, and they're going to be looking at 4th down and about 13.
Made a little stand there.
So the Weevil offense will get the football. Just over 13 minutes left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Harding leading 42-0. Be the 2nd time they punted tonight. Royale Williams will go back and await the punt about his own 30-yard line. They get a good snap. High end-over-end kick. Royale will field it and call for the fair catch up at the 33-yard line. And UAM will have it 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. All right, now if you're Coach Jackson and this coaching staff for UAM, you're down by 42, 3rd quarter. You just got to come out and start building something for the remainder of the season.
Exactly.
got to come out and get some confidence back.
Even though it may be some backup players playing, you're probably going to still see 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗏 for a while. So let's see if we can make 3 or 4 first downs in a row, or maybe even break one.
There's a media timeout. Both teams still on the sidelines. Again, next week we travel to Arkadelphia to take on Ouachita Baptist. There'll be a 6 o'clock kickoff next Saturday. We'll be on the air around 5:30 with our pregame show. 6 o'clock the kickoff. Myself and Sam Johnson will be there to bring you the play-by-play. Live calls. We take on the Tigers of OBU. You look across the Great American Conference, we're the only Thursday night game, I believe. Isn't that right, this week? We are. So everybody else will play on Saturday. All right, 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏 Brown, your quarterback. Tyler Reed, the running back. And 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏 waiting on the officials to blow it in play. Weevils are ready to go. Here we go. He'll snap the football. 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏 going to hand it off to Tyler, straight ahead. Reed carries it out over the 35, out close to the 37-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 3 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 7 now for UAM. How about a gain of 4? Give him 1 extra yard. 2nd down and 6. Again, Brown leaves it with Reed again. He'll be hit at the line of scrimmage. Not much there. He's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Looks like we got a mixture of frontline running backs along with 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏 and maybe a mixture of some second-line offensive linemen in the game.
3rd down and a long 5 for the Weevils. Isaiah Cross goes wide to the right, along with Mansfield. One receiver comes wide left. 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏 leaves it with Tyler Reed trying to get to the edge. He's going to be caught at the 39-yard line. And, boy, it looked like he was going to break it, but the speed of those linebackers for Harding just too much to overcome.
That's Caden Pierce on the tackle.
A gain of 1. It'll bring up 4th down and 4. And once again, Steenbach will come on to punt it away for the Weevils. As he had 5 punts, averaged 40 yards there in the first half.
At the beginning of that play, that looked like that play might do a little something. And as you say, that linebacker's just a little too fast for us on that play.
Punt down to the 25, fielded, returned up to the 27-yard line. Is on the return, Ty Duger for the Bison. They'll stop him at the 29-yard line, and that's where Harding will have it here with 11:10 to play in the 3rd quarter, 42-0. Harding with the lead. 2nd string offense in for the Bisons, and boy, you can see why they're ranked number 1 in the country after that first half performance.
A lot of their players that played in that first half they've been there a while.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they're, freshman players.
A lot of returning starters off that national championship team. Young going to hand it off up the middle. That's a new fullback we've got in the ball game. I believe that's Josh Strickland, a sophomore running back for the Bison. He's going to be stacked up there after a short gain of maybe a yard. Yep, we'll call it 2nd down and 9. Ball spotted just outside their own 30-yard line. So the Bison's looking at 2nd down and 9 from their own 30. Again, they'll call the play in from the sideline. Weevils stay in a 5-man front. Quick pitch to the halfback, coming to the right side. He's going to be out over the 35 and bumped out of bounds up at the 36-yard line. Coming up for the Weevils to make the stop there, Timothy Jasper, the defensive back, the sophomore out of Sherwood, Arkansas. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 3. A gain of 6 on that play. 3rd down and 3 now for Harding. We're under 10 minutes left to play in the 3rd quarter. Harding leading 42-0. The fullback is Josh Strickland. The quarterback, Malik Young. He'll work underneath center. Option, left side, keeps it himself, turns the corner out close to the 39-yard line. Going to be very close to the first down marker.
Really close.
It is good for the first down. They will move the chains, and Harding will keep the drive alive and have it 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
I was going to say, it looked like he had made the line, which would have given him the first down.
So 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line for Harding. And again, they're going to take a lot of time off that play clock and off the game clock between each play. Here we go. Malik Young underneath center. Malik keeps it himself, turns the corner, carries out close to the 45-yard line before he's finally upended there. And that'll be a gain of about 4 on the play, so it'll be 2nd down and 6.
A little different from the first half. In the first half, it was the fullback and the slot backs. In this drive, it's the quarterback doing most of the running. Because really, he's the biggest of the backs that's in there now. He's bigger than the rest of them, looks like.
Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 for Harding from their own 44-yard line. Stay with the 2 slot backs, 1 fullback. Put 1 in motion, quick pitch to him. Ball's loose on the ground, and the Weevils have picked it up and going to return it at the 30, to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and on the return for the Weevils, I believe it's Theron Bellard, the big defensive lineman.
We kind of played with it like it was a pinball machine. Kept bouncing up in the air, and then he grabbed it out of the air. And defensive lineman's dream to get to run with it.
And that is 99. I don't have a 99 on my roster for UAM. We only go to 98. So I can't give credit on the radio to whoever that young man is. You got a 99 on your roster?
Yeah, Theron Bellard.
That's how I got him listed in mine is 98. So we'll see if that's right, but hopefully. Theron Ballard with the return. Weevils have it. 1st and goal from the 5. LeBlanc will get the carry. He'll carry over the right side. Going to get it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Not much there. Harding trying to preserve this shutout at 42-0.
And as we talked earlier, we finally got us a big play. Something finally went right our way, so we need to get this in there. This'll get their daubers up a little bit.
Need to capitalize on the turnover. First mistake Harding has made all night.
Exactly.
2nd and goal from the 5. Brown hands off Tyler Reed, left side. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, and there's nothing there. He's driven backwards. Harding's put back the starting defense in.
That's what I was just fixing to say. It looks like at least some of them for sure. Some of those big defensive linemen look to be like they're back in the game. Like you say, they don't want to give up the shutout.
So it's 3rd and goal from the 5 now for the Weevils. Ďemája and Brown, your quarterback. Twin receivers go wide right. One comes wide left. On 3rd and goal from the 5. Brown throwing toward the corner of the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. As he was trying to hit in the back of the end zone.
That's a play that a lot of teams try to, once you get down there close, that's a play they all like to throw, that fade to the back pylon in the end zone.
That was Mansfield was the intended receiver. The Weevils are going to have to try to settle for a field goal here. It's 4th and goal from the 5. They'll spot the football down at the 12-yard line. So a 22-yard field goal attempt by Steenbach. just to get on the board. Snap is down, the kick's on its way, and it is good. The Weevils are on the board with 6:36 to go in the third quarter. It's now 42-3. Harding with the lead. We're back in just a moment.
Are you looking for a great school with affordable tuition? UAM Monticello is the best choice in Arkansas. We offer over 700 privately funded scholarships each semester, and 96% of first-year students receive financial aid. So there's no reason not to apply. With one of the lowest tuition rates in the state, we make your degree affordable. Come tour our beautiful campus or sit down with one of our admissions counselors who would love to answer any questions you might have.
Are you needing a new automobile? We need to go see our new friends at Monticello Chevrolet GMC, Highway 425 North in Monticello, formerly Lucky's of Monticello. They're under new ownership and new management, and they're ready to deal. They got new arrivals arriving every day, new and used cars and trucks. You'll find what you're looking for. If they don't have it, they can get it. That's Monticello Chevrolet GMC, Highway 425 North in Monticello, under new ownership and new management, and they're ready to deal. Go see them today. Whether you're looking for short-term rehabilitation, long-term rehabilitation, or private rehab suites, Bellevue Estates Rehabilitation and Care Center can accommodate you or your loved one's needs. Our skilled healthcare professionals, combined with sophisticated therapies and treatments, deliver a best-in-class, patient-centered experience. We have a full-time APRN on staff. Come check us out at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello or call 367-0044 for more information.
Well, the Weevils settle for a 22-yard field goal. They get on the board here in the third quarter. It's 42-3, but hey, you got to feel good about getting some points on the board.
It's a lot better than a 0.
All right, '�𝗏𝗏 will get set to kick it off again for the Weevils. 6:36 left to play. Third quarter. Bisons lead it 42-3. 𝗗𝗏𝗏 approaches the ball. Going to be a short pooch kick to the right side. It's on the ground. It's a live ball, and Harding's going to fall on it back at the 28-yard line. Weevils had a chance to get that one.
Exactly. Looked like they might be going to fumble it around over on that sideline. Just a little bit too far maybe, but.
So Harding will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26. Following that pooch kick. All right. Defense came up with a turnover last time. We'll see if they can do it again. Malik Young, still your quarterback for Harding. The fullback is Andrew Miller. Two slot backs in the ball game. Young going to keep it himself, cuts back against the grain, out over the 30, the 35, 40, breaks a tackle at midfield to the 40, down to the 30. Weevils have him cornered there and they'll knock him out of bounds. Down inside the 25, down at the 22-yard line. There's a penalty flag back upfield, so let's bring it back.
He made a couple of really good, nice cuts on that play.
It's going to be against Harding. They'll bring it back. All right. Holding, or illegal use of the hands, called against the Bison. So we'll bring it all back, nullify the big run, and the Bisons will start behind the sticks. Nope. Actually, the holding was up the field. So they'll mark off the penalty. It'll be 1st and 7.
Yeah, I was going to say the flag was after they'd already made the first down.
So 1st and 7. They'll spot the football at the Harding 29-yard line. Ball on the right hash mark. Bison's moving from left to right. Again, Young going to keep it himself. He's met after he crosses the line of scrimmage, about a 2-yard gain, and then he's driven backwards.
Looks like they ran the same play that he just broke.
But filling the hole that time for the Weevils was the linebacker there for UAM. And I believe that's Joshua Lambert making the stop for UAM. It'll be second down and 5. A gain of 2 on that last play for the Bison. Down to 5:30 left to play third quarter. Harding leading 42-3. Young hands it off to the fullback. He's got open field. Across the 40, midfield, inside Weevil territory, down the sideline at the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Harding. No flags back up the field, and that is Andrew Miller, the fullback, who broke it to the outside.
67 yards, I think.
And when he hit the sideline, even for a big guy, he turned it on.
Looks like the grass extended a little more on that play than it did on that long pass that we thought we had in the first half. They just got running backs that can run.
Harding on to attempt the extra point. As we await the snap. There it is, snaps down, kick on its way, and it is good. 49-3, 5:08 remaining here in the third quarter here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. Harding leads it. We're back after this.
Today's game is brought to you by Union Bank, your hometown community bank. Union Bank and Weevil Football, a winning combination. Thank you for your continued support of UAM Athletics.
Jeff Wardlaw has spent the last decade protecting our way of life, the right to bear arms, protecting the unborn, supporting our first responders, advocating economic development. Jeff Wardlaw, man of faith, family man, businessman. Re-elect Jeff Wardlaw, state representative. He knows and shares our values. Paid for by the Wardlaw campaign.
49-3, Harding extends their lead once again. They'll kick it off. This one's a high kick. Royal Williams is going to field it at the 5. Return it up over the 10, the 15, 20, 25, the 30. It's at the 40. It's going to be a run all the way to the end zone. There's a flag back up the field. Royal Williams is going to take it 95 yards to the house, but I think you can bring it all back because of the flags back up field.
The flags went up almost as soon as he caught the ball, so I don't really know what happened.
There's one flag at the 41, one at the 48. Holding. Going to be against the receiving team. And
that hurt.
It was exciting for a moment.
Exactly.
They'll mark it off from the 41-yard line. Weevils will get it back at the 31-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there as Weevils will have it with 4:52 remaining here in the third quarter. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 Brown stays in at the quarterback. Actually going to mark it back at the 26-yard line. All right. So at the 26, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗏, your quarterback. Tyler Reed, the running back. Weevils going to split the tight end. That's Dixon out with Isaiah Cross and Mansfield. Come wide to the left. Little ROP. Pitch it to Reed. Reed turns the corner out over the 30, out to the 35, out to the 36-yard line. Going to be about a yard shy of the first down, or he may be right at it. They are going to say he is right at the first down marker, so move the chains. First down, Weevils.
Nice play on first down.
Here we go. A little up-tempo. Back to the line of scrimmage. Handoff, Reed again, straight ahead. Reed this time gets a yard before he's finally brought down there. Making the tackle on him is Bodie Neal. I'll make it 92 instead of 82. That's Bryce Rushing, 6'3", 285-pound, a redshirt freshman for the Bison. Making the stop. Gain of 1, second down and 9 now for UAM. Brown. Play action, one to throw, looking, has time over the middle, fires to Dixon, and it's hit him in the bread basket, and he couldn't hold on. Oh, my. The tight end broke free.
Trying to run before he caught it.
Joshua Dixon, the tight end, couldn't bring that one in. So it'll be 3rd down and 9 now for the Weevils.
𝗗𝗦𝗠 laid it in there pretty good. He just kind of took his eyes off of it.
So it'll be 3rd and 9 from their own 37-yard line, trailing 42-7. Again, now the Weevils are going to use a timeout here. With 3:51 to play in the 3rd quarter, 49-3 our score. Harding has the lead over the Boll Weevils. We'll keep it right here. But, again, the Weevils right now, you don't expect to come back and win this one. It'd be a miracle if you could. But you're trying to build confidence and build something for the remainder of the season. You might as well concede this one here tonight, and let's try to regroup.
And the kickoff return was a play headed towards feeling good except for the penalty.
Yeah.
And then our tight end going to feel good again, and he took his eyes off of it. None of it's bounced our way from the get-go tonight.
You're right. And when you play a team like the defending national champion Harding Bisons, you got to have things go your way.
You can't spot them any point. Spotting them is not good.
All right, 3rd and 9 for the Weevils from their own 37-yard line. We've got 3:51 remaining in the 3rd quarter. 49-3, Harding with the lead. UAM will break the huddle. They'll send 4 receivers wide to the right. Now, motion, going to be a penalty against the Weevils. We saw them run a similar play back the first game of the year.
That looked like maybe our center and 𝗗𝗦𝗠 weren't on the same page as far as the snap count.
So procedure call against the Weevils. So back them up 5. It'll be, instead of 3rd and 9, it'll be 3rd and 14 for UAM.
It looked like we had them outnumbered over there too, where those 4 receivers went.
We'll go back to a more traditional. We got 3 receivers wide right. Trips to the wide side of the field. Ball on the left hash mark. Brown wanting to throw. Steps up. Now forced out of the pocket. Tripped up and going to be brought down. A flag comes in as well as he is sacked back at the 29-yard line. And you got to think it's going to be another holding call against the Weevils. And holding against UAM. That penalty declined. It'll bring up 4th down. And the loss was back to the 28-yard line, so it'll be 4th and about 18.
Again, when that white hat throws that flag, you can just about bank that it's holding.
Steenbach will come on again to punt it away for the Weevils. Averaged 40 yards in the first half per punt. See what he can do here. The return man is 𝗗𝗏. High, wobbly kick. Going to drive Duger back to the 30-yard line. He'll call for the fair catch there, and that's where the Bisons will have it. 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. With 3:18 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 49-3. Harding has the lead over the Boll Weevils. They jumped out to a 35-0 lead at the end of the 1st quarter. Win it at halftime with a 42-0 lead. Weevils had a bright spot with a fumble recovery, a scoop and run back to the 5, but couldn't punch it in. When they had it 1st and goal from the 5, had to settle for a 22-yard field goal to get on the board. And that's where we stand now, 49-3. Harding with the lead in the football at their own 30-yard line. Play clock is down to 12. Finally, Malik Young, the quarterback, going to move underneath center. Play clock down to 3. Hands it off up the middle. Breaks it out of the 35, the 40, 45. Midfield inside Weevil territory. Finally run down from behind. And making the stop there is Keith Wells Jr. for UAM. The ball carrier that time was number 30. That's Josh Strickland. But boy, another big run. Got an injured player for UAM shaking up back at the Harding 40-yard line. They'll spot it down at the UAM 39. That's where Harding will have it.
Just like last year, Harding's got 2 or 3 fullbacks.
Yeah.
Even when 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 is on the sideline, not in the game at all, their fullback position is still who they base all their offense on, giving it to that fullback.
The big defensive lineman for the Weevils, C.J. Buckhalter, was shaken up on the play. He's going to walk off the field under his own power. The trainer, Shelley's going to check him here on the sideline. 1st and 10, Bisons from the Weevil 39 as play resumes with 2:52 left to play and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Again, 49-3, Harding with the lead over the Weevils here tonight. Malik Young, the quarterback. 2 halfbacks, 1 fullback. Put the right halfback in motion. Young keeps it himself, the quarterback. He's across the 35, down close to the 30-yard line of UAM. They'll mark him just shy of the 30. He's going to be about a yard shy of a first down.
He's another pretty good runner. He's pretty strong.
He's listed at 5'11", 200 pounds.
I would want to debate that. He looks like
he's a little more than that.
A little more than 200 to me, maybe. He runs hard, however many pounds he's got.
2nd down and 1. Excuse me, 3rd down and 1 for Harding. Again, the fullback is Strickland. Fake it to him. Now they hand it off to him. He's hitting the backfield, going to be dropped for a loss. Oh, that time the Weevils filled the hole, and there's your linebacker coming up. Number 47 for the Weevils, coming up to make the stop on him, Christian Murphy, the freshman out of Opelousas, Louisiana.
That might be one of the first times we've got
penetration.
A play for loss against them.
It'll be a loss of 1 on the play to be 3rd down and 2. Now for Harding. Handed off again, the fullback, Strickland. He's got the first down as he goes inside the 30 down to the Weevil 28-yard line. Make it the 27-yard line. They'll move the chains. That'll be another first down. And it's just smash mouth football right up the middle.
They're really good at it.
So 1st and 10, Bisons. Ball at the Weevil 27, making the 28-yard line. They'll look into the sideline for the play. We're down to 30 seconds remaining here in the first half, in the 3rd quarter. First half, 3rd quarter. Young, handoff again. Strickland left side, big hole at the 10, the 5, touchdown Bisons. Oh, wow.
Again, another fullback.
Josh Strickland.
He's pretty salty, too.
From 28 yards out. And the Bisons came into this ball game averaging 56 points a ball game.
They're about to get to that point.
With the extra point, would make it 56-3.
And so this is their 18th straight win.
I think
since
that's right.
They went 15-0 last year.
Yeah. Snaps down, the kick's on its way, and it is good. It is 55-3 in favor of Harding. 12 seconds remain, 3rd quarter. We're back in just a moment.
South Main and
Today's game is brought to you by Union Bank, your hometown community bank. Union Bank and Weevil Foottball, a winning combination. Thank you for your continued support of UAM Athletics.
College students is graduating on time without accumulating a mountain of debt. To help help students graduate with minimal debt, UAM has joined other colleges and universities in Arkansas as part of the 15 to Finish initiative, which encourages students to take 15 hours per semester so they can graduate in 4 years. The quicker you graduate, the less debt you'll incur, and you won't lose potential wages for graduating late. For information about 15 to Finish, contact the UAM Office of Academic Affairs at 870-460-1033.
56-3 in favor of Harding as they put another touchdown on the board. 12 seconds remain here in the third quarter. They'll get set to kick it off. And the kicker approaches the football. High pooch kick, fair catch called for up at the 30-yard line by UAM. Making the fair catch there for the Boll Weevils is Jace Williams. And that's where UAM will have it, 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line here with 12 seconds. And we'll see what the Weevils can do. 𝗗𝗦𝗠𝗡𝗏 Brown's going to stay there at quarterback. LeBlanc's in at the running back spot now for UAM. Go with a tight end set in Dixon. Going to hand it off to LeBlanc. A little delayed handoff over the right side. He's out over the 30, out close to the 34-yard line. Be a nice gain of 4 yards on the play for Slade LeBlanc, the running back, the freshman out of Belton, Texas. Gain of 4. We'll call it 2nd down and 6 now for UAM, and that's the end of the third quarter. We got 15 minutes remaining in this one. 56-3. Harding has the lead over the Boll Weevils. We'll be back with the start of the fourth quarter for you right after this timeout.
Business, so are we. You want to make your goals a reality, right? So do we. You care about the community, right? Well, so do we. Citizens Bank in Monticello wants to be your hometown choice for checking, savings, loans, and any banking needs. We care about you and the community. At Citizens Bank, it's people first. Citizens Bank, Highway 425 North in Monticello. Call 367-1935. Citizens Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Maxwell Hardwood Flooring in Monticello is a proud sponsor of this athletic event. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring understands the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following your favorite team and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring and wishing them the best.
As we get set to start the fourth period here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium, it is 56-3, Harding with the lead. Weevils looking at 2nd and long as 𝗗𝗦𝗠𝗡𝗏 Brown's going to keep it on him. A straight quarterback draw. He carries it over the 35, out close to the 37-yard line. Brings up a manageable 3rd and 3 for UAM.
I'm kind of surprised that we still got 𝗗𝗦𝗠𝗡𝗏 in the game. I thought we might see Buddy Taylor maybe in this quarter.
Weevil still wanting to grow some, I guess.
Sure.
As we go here,
I just don't want him to get hurt.
No, 3rd down and 3 for the Weevils. From their own 37, twin receivers come wide right. Tyler Reed back in at the running back spot. 5-man front defensively now for Harding. Going to hand it off to Reed, trying to come outside, cuts it back. He's across the 40. He's got the 1st down. They'll push the pile forward out over the 45, out to the 46 almost. But we'll move the chains and keep the drive alive, and a good bit of running there by Tyler Reed.
Exactly. Got to the corner good, made a cut back inside, and as you say, he got a little help from the big guys up front on the pushing that pile.
They mark it at the 45, so 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. 𝗗𝗦𝗠𝗡𝗏 looks over the defense, wanting to throw. Now forced out of the pocket. 𝗗𝗦𝗠𝗡𝗏 running to the right. He'll keep it himself. He's going to run out of bounds as he runs out of real estate up near the 48-yard line. Be a gain of 3 on the play. Getting out of bounds. Clock will stop. No, we'll continue to run. 13:20 left to play in the fourth quarter. LeBlanc checks back in at running back now for UAM. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Gain of almost 4 on that play. So 2nd down and 6. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. Play action. Looking, has time, going deep down the field. Going to throw, and it's going to be caught inside the 20 and brought down immediately. Making the catch down there for the Bo Weevils is Anthony Dansby. Kept his eye on the ball and concentrated with the defender right in his hip pocket.
And he did a good job of continuing his route. He was covered for a while, and he just kept running, and 𝗗𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠😅 laid it on him.
Junior transfer out of Rockdale, Texas. They'll snap it. Brown keeps it himself. Brown hurdles a man inside the 15 down to about the 14-yard line. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗅, he's not going to try to play soft, is he?
I was going to say, I wanted to tell him, stay on the ground, partner, stay on the ground.
𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍 gains 5 on that last play. It'll be 2nd down and 5 now for the Weevils. Ball spotted at the 14-yard line of Harding. 56-3. Harding with the lead. UAM inside the red zone, trying to knock on the door. Rolling to his left, 𝗗𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗍𝗅 looking, throws deep, back in the end zone, going to be picked off. Oh, wow, he was rolling to his left, and as he threw the football, it carried to his left. Had a man in the back of the end zone open, but the ball carried to him.
Exactly. Our receiver went opposite of where the ball ended up, because he and 𝗗𝗏𝗖𝗟𝗓 both kind of ran out of room before 𝗗𝗏𝗖𝗓𝗓 could throw it.
It's intercepted in the back of the end zone. That'll take away the scoring threat by the Weevils. There must be a flag on the field because the officials are discussing what?
Something after the interception?
I don't know. Personal foul against the defense. But it still results as after the interception, so it'll result in a 1st down for Harding, but they'll spot it back at the 10-yard line instead of the 20-yard line following the interception in the end zone. Okay.
I'm glad you followed that. I was having a little trouble with that one. Sorry.
It had to happen after the interception.
Exactly.
They would have spotted it at the 20.
I see.
And then the penalty goes half the distance to the goal.
Just a little slow on that play right there.
1st and 10, Bisons from their own 10-yard line. 11:50 left to play in the 4th quarter. 56-3. Harding has a lead over the Bo Weevils. Looks like Malik Young stays in at the quarterback for the Bisons. Got a new fullback this time. Young's going to hand it off to his right halfback. It's number 35, Josh Jones. 5'10", 205 senior for Harding. Picks up 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5 now for Harding to move it out close to the 15-yard line. Harding taking all the time they can in between plays, and then that play clock is down to stopped at 18, looked like. All right, here we go. Now it's down to 11. Play clock's jumping. Now hand it off to the fullback again this time. Right up the middle, got a couple of yards. Out close to the 17-yard line. Number 35 for the Weevils, getting up off the bottom of the pile. Trey Stokes, a linebacker, freshman out of Ocala, Florida. 3rd down and 3 for Harding from their own 17-yard line. As they'll have it here, leading 56-3. If you joined us late, Harding jumped out to a 35-0 lead at the end of the 1st quarter. Tacked on another score before halftime, made it 42-0 at half. Weevil scored the first points of the 2nd half with a 22-yard field goal, made it 42-3, but that made Harding mad. They've come back and scored 14 unanswered since then.
Exactly. That was the wrong thing to do.
Malik Young keeps it himself. He'll pick up the 1st down as he carries it out over the 20, out to the 23. It'll be another 1st down for Harding.
I'm pretty impressed with this backup quarterback. He's a good, tough runner.
First and 10, Harding at their own 23-yard line. Down to 9:49 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Harding leading 56-3. Young underneath center for the Bison. Takes the snap, option, right side, pitches, big hole, big side out there. 30, 35, 40, down the right sideline, across midfield, and finally bumped out of bounds just before he crossed midfield at the 49-yard line.
He just ran out of sideline, or that might have been a long touchdown run.
So they'll move the change. It'll be first and 10 for the Bisons up at their own 49-yard line. That was the right halfback on that carry, number 37. That is Jimmy City. Another senior.
These second line guys run this offense well too. After pounding that ball inside by the quarterback, then he raises up and pitches it out there. They're pretty well versed in this offense.
Handoff goes to the fullback, straight ahead, across midfield, inside Weevil territory, down to the 47-yard line of UAM. Gain of 4 on the play, second down and 6. The running back that time was Josh Jones at fullback. So a gain of 4, second down and 6. As we approach 8 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. That harvest moon coming up in the east. Pretty view from our press box.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, second down and 6. Young takes the snap, option right side, pitches again to the trailing back. He's around the corner at the 40 to the 35, and finally bumped down and brought down at the 29-yard line for Hardy. That'll move the chains. That'll be another first down, and they're doing it now and pound it away a couple of times inside, then go to the edge.
I was just going to say that they're running all 3 phases of it now.
That's Christian Franklin, the running back that time. 6 foot, 220, a junior for Harding. First and 10, Bison's at the Weevil 28-yard line. They come to the line of scrimmage, ball on the right hash mark. They'll move right to left. They'll leave it with the fullback this time. He carries it down close to the 24, so a gain of 4 on the play, second down and 6 now. And, you know, the first half, it was big plays from Harding. Here in the second half, it's been more methodical. I guess the second unit is more methodical.
And the second bunch has run the fullback and the quarterback and the pitch. That's where it got the name triple option.
Yeah. Second down and 6 now for Harding as they come to the line of scrimmage. Ball at the Weevil 24. Young takes the snap, leaves it with the fullback straight ahead again. He'll carry it down close to the 22-yard line. As that's Josh Jones, the running back. It'll be third down and 3. Third and 4 make it.
I'd look out for the pitch again now that he's pounded it in there a couple of times.
The ball is going to be on the right hash mark. Look for him to come to the wide side of the field. So we'll see what happens. See if our play calling is as good as Harding's
There
coach.
you go. Let's see.
All right, here we go. On third down and 4, Young comes to the wide side. They leave it with the full back straight ahead. He's got the first down and more inside the 15 all the way down to the Weevil 10-yard line.
I was wrong about the pitch. You were exactly right about the wide side of the field. Didn't have to pitch it. Fullback's taking care of it.
5.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. 56-3. Harding with the lead, and they've got it first and goal to goal at the 10-yard line of UAM. Wanting to add more onto it here. Malik Young will go in underneath center. Put the halfback in motion. Pitch to him this time. Comes around. He's at the 5 and going to be down at the 4-yard line. This time the ball carrier number 37. That's Jimmy City. Number 23 for the Weevils, Tyler Elsey, coming up to make the stop for UAM, junior transfer out of Tylertown, Mississippi. 2nd and goal from the 4. 4:40 left to play here in this 4th quarter, and again, it's been all Bisons all night long. 56-3, the score. 2 slide backs, the fullback. Quick pitch, comes left side again to City, turns the corner, and he's in the end zone, touchdown. From 4 yards out, the Bison put 62 points on the board. That's their most this season in a single game.
In addition to the phases of the option, they like that sweep play too.
Yeah.
They've ran that quite a few times tonight.
So the extra point coming from Harding with 4:14 remaining in the 4th quarter. The kicker is number 39 this time. That's LePeck. He's been perfect on the night. Snaps down, the kick's on the way, and this one is through the uprights and good. 63-3. Harding with the lead. We're back in just a moment.
Why? Time deposit rates have...
Today's game is brought to you by Union Bank, your hometown community bank. Union Bank and Weevil Foottball, a winning combination. Thank you for your continued support of UAM Athletics.
At Monticello Chevrolet GMC, Highway 425 North in Monticello, formerly Lucky's of Monticello. They're under new ownership and new management, and they're ready to deal. They got new arrivals arriving every day, new and used cars and trucks. You'll find what you're looking for. If they don't have it, they can get it. That's Monticello Chevrolet GMC, Highway 425 North in Monticello, under new ownership and new management, and they're ready to deal. Go see them today.
It is 63-3. Harding has extended their lead. They led 42-0 at halftime. Weevil scored their only points on a 22-yard field goal there in the 3rd quarter. I don't know. You just made Harding mad because they've come back and scored 21 unanswered.
The couple of plays that we did do well on, the kickoff return that got called back, a long pass, we've had some penalties at the inopportune times from the start.
All right, they'll get set to kick it off. LePlac will come back on. Royal Williams on one side for the Weevils. And we are set for the kickoff. 4:14 remaining here in the 4th quarter. As LePac gets set to approach the football, he's been kicking them in the end zone. He's going to pooch kick this one toward the sideline. They're going to let it hit. Pick it up at the 19 and returned up to over the 20. Hit and brought down out at the 22. Oh, wow.
He spun into a pretty good lick.
On the return for the Weevils was Sean Rycraw, a freshman out of Bryant, Arkansas. Making the return for the Weevils of 4 yards on the return. 1st and 10 UAM from their own 22-yard line. We'll see Buddy Taylor now in at quarterback for the Weevils. Just trying to get this thing over with. Taylor out of the shotgun. Going to hand it off. I think that's Tyler Reed still in the game, though, at running back. He's going to get it out for a yard. Now close to the 23. Yeah, that'll be 2nd down and 9. For UAM. Clock continues to run now with 3:40 to play in the game. Taylor takes a snap, wanting to throw, fires, it's complete out over the 30. Making the catch out there for UAM is going to be DJ Russell, a tight end. If he makes the catch, going to be short of the 1st down by a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9. So 3rd down and 9. A 3rd and 1, make it a 3rd and 1. See if they can keep the drive alive. Taylor out of the shotgun. Twin receivers wide left. Taylor, a little delayed draw, going to keep it himself, and he's not going to get it. He's hit in the backfield and going to be dropped for a loss.
I think that was a running back that came in.
Yeah, it was.
A direct snap to him. I think I saw Buddy come to the sideline. I couldn't catch the number.
He's coming off the field. Is that 10?
I believe it is 10.
That's Isaiah Cross or Kobe. Be Kobe Jones, maybe. That's 18, actually. That's what it is. Dante Rhodes.
That makes better sense.
All right, 4th down. Weevils going for it. Taylor's back in. Taylor's going to be sacked.
Never had a chance.
Number 91, Brock Napton. Big 6'3", 245-pound redshirt freshman for Harding. He just had the blitz on, and he was coming, and Buddy Taylor never had a chance.
Never had a shot.
Weevils are going to turn it over on downs, and the ball is spotted at their own, or spotted at the Weevil 17-yard line. With 2:04 remaining in the game, Harding leading 63-3. Let's see, is Malik Young still in at the quarterback spot?
Here comes the quarterback off the sideline. He must have been
That's number
eating a hamburger.
That's number 18. Is that right, or is that 16?
It's still 16.
That's Malik. I'm having trouble. I might get some new glasses. I'm going to say, in my defense, sometimes the UAM players' jerseys get wrapped up.
I was thinking the same thing.
They get wrapped up, and it's hard to tell the numbers. But anyway, handoff's going to go to the fullback. He's going to be hit and dropped for no gain on the play. And now a timeout called on the field with 1:59 left to play. The 2-minute warning is where we're at. 63-3. Harding been all Bisons. Defending national champions coming in here to convoy Leslie. And hey, it just goes to show you what level of football there is in the Great American Conference.
Exactly. These guys are good now.
You know, I mean, and not taking anything away from the Weevils. The Weevils have got a good ball club. And they're going to compete in the Great American Conference, but the upper echelon is the upper echelon.
And there's not many that's going to compete with those guys on that side.
No.
If they play their game, they're going to be hard to beat again.
Don't forget, coming up this Saturday is the Fan Day, UAM Fan Day at Ryburn Automotive Superstore. We'll be broadcasting live. Come up and meet all these student athletes and the coaching staffs for the different sports that we have at UAM, both men's and women's sports. Be some free food. So come on by and join us Saturday from 11 to 1 at Ryburn Automotive Superstore. It's 2nd down and 11. A loss of 1 on that last play. We go to the 2-minute warning here at halftime, and Harding has gone into the victory formation. They're going to take a knee. They'll have to snap it a couple of more times, and then they can run the clock out here. May even take a delay of game. We'll see. But 1:45 and counting. Play clock at 28. So that means it'll be at 1:12. We'll have to snap it. It's 3rd down and 12. But Harding's going to stand around and wait for the play clock to go down, then take another knee. Next Saturday, we're on the road. We travel to Arkadelphia to take on Ouachita Baptist, 6 o'clock a kickoff time. Next Saturday, we'll be on the air at 5:30, so I hope you'll join us for more UAM football next Saturday from Arkadelphia. It's 4th down. They take the knee, so it's 4th down and 13. You know, they're going to have to snap it here, and they'll turn it over on downs with about 30 seconds left in the ball game. So Harding's going to come up. Play clock's down to 19. Game clock's at 40. They'll stand around and just wait on things. But, again, you go back and look at it. Everything has gone the way Harding needs to go here in this ball game. All right, Harding takes a delay of game. They'll mark off a 5-yard penalty.
Now no time's going to go off here, so they'll just snap it, and we'll get the ball at that where they snap it.
As there's 24 seconds left on the game clock. There we go. Malik Young's going to move underneath center, and he'll take the snap, and take the knee. They'll turn it over on downs. Weevils will get it back one more time with 22 seconds remaining on the clock. But you got to think, just go out and snap the football. Let's go in and start planning for next week.
Watch a different tape. We might not want to watch this one.
Yeah. All right. The running back for the Weevils is Hayden Thomas now. He's a senior, a 2-year letterman out of Kinder, Louisiana. Buddy Taylor's the quarterback out of River Ridge, Louisiana. He's going to get the snap. He's going to hand it off left side out over the 25 to 30. Going to be out to the 33-yard line. And gain of about 8 on the play. Down to 10 seconds. Weevils get one more snap off. And that was Thomas on the carry. Gain of 6, 3rd down and 4. Leave it with Thomas again. Thomas picks his way through the hole. He's out over the 35, close to the 36-yard line, and that's going to be your ball game. Our final score in this one, 63-3. The Harding Bisons come here to Monticello and going to remain undefeated on the season. They'll go to 3-0. The Weevils fall to 2-1 in conference play. And tell you what, Sam Johnson, this Harding team, like you said, not going to be many people compete with them all season long.
I want to see the team that gives them a really hard time, because that team will be good too.
We'll take a break. We'll come back and wrap this one up for you from Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. Again, our final score, 63-3. We're back in a moment.
States Healthcare Rehabilitation Center in Monticello, our team will provide personal health care to each individual that focuses on the unique needs and circumstances of each elder. We take into consideration the physical, social, and spiritual well-being of each individual. Come by Bellevue Estates at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello and see for yourself. Or call 367-0044 for more information.
In 1887, Grover Cleveland was president. There were only 38 stars on the U.S. flag. The most common mode of transportation was the horse and buggy, and Union Bank and Trust opened its doors for the first time. This is Brandon Hogg with Union Bank. Since that time, Union Bank has grown with you through the ups and downs, and will continue to be there with you, serving our community and providing your banking needs. So for your next banking need, come by one of our convenient locations or call me at 460-6400. Union Bank and Trust, growing with you for 135 years. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Jeff Wardlaw has spent the last decade protecting our way of life, the right to bear arms, protecting the unborn, supporting our first responders, advocating economic development. Jeff Wardlaw, man of faith, family man, businessman. Re-elect Jeff Wardlaw, state representative. He knows and shares our values. Paid for by the Wardlaw campaign.
Cersei & Associates is the place to go for all your monthly accountant and tax service needs. We are conveniently located at 201 South Main, across from the Drew County Courthouse. At Cersei & Associates, we are dedicated to making life a little easier for our clients. Our staff of certified public accountants are always ready to serve you. So call 367-3580 or 367-3457 to schedule an appointment, or drop by our office at 201 South Main in Monticello. Cersei & Associates, a proud sponsor of UAM Sports.
Our final score here from Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium, 63-3. The Bisons of Harding University come away with the win, and the Brotherhood continues their winning ways.
Exactly.
It was 42-0 at halftime. Weevils managed to get 3 3 points on the board there in the third quarter following a fumble recovery, returned to the 5-yard line. Made it first and goal, the goal for the Weevils. Theron Bellard with the scoop and run to the 5. Weevils couldn't punch it in, so had to settle for a 22-yard field goal, but they get on the board. At that point, made it 42-3. And then they go on to score 21 unanswered points.
Pretty full night of the Harding triple option in full effect.
In full effect. Again, we'll be on the road this next Saturday. It will be in Arkadelphia to take on the Tigers of Ouachita Baptist, and that'll be a 6 o'clock kickoff. We'll be on the air around 5:30 next Saturday. Don't forget this Saturday, it's UAM Fan Day at Robert Automotive Superstore. Hope you'll join us for that. It'll be a lot of the student athletes, a lot of the coaches there. We'll be broadcasting live from 11 to 1 on Saturday morning, so I hope you'll join us for our broadcast from Robert Automotive on UAM Fan Day. Sam Johnson, it's been a long night, bad night to be a boll weevil.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Really bad.
All right.
It started out bad, and it didn't get any better.
Weevils fall here tonight, 63-3. For Sam Johnson, I'm Jimmy Sledge, and for Jason Camden, our technical engineer back at the station. Have a great rest of the night, everyone.